Hello and welcome to the RPG Blender, where today we will be beginning our journey into this Rupture system. Thank you to the Rupture RPG team for sponsoring this stream. It's exciting to be watching this grow and being a part of this excellent game. I hope we can do it justice. And joining me today, we have, I guess I should introduce myself first. I am Game Master George. I don't remember if I said that or not, but I am. I'm so excited and nervous. I've been shaking all day, and I am ready to go. This is my 15th cup of coffee, and I'm not done yet. Okay, so welcome everybody. I hope that you are ready for some fun, and joining me on this experience, unmuted probably for the first time ever when I introduce her, is Kate the Noob Mama. Go ahead and introduce yourself and the character you'll be playing.
Yeah, obviously. But I am playing Lucky the Goblin. They are, how do I describe Lucky? Obnoxious, but fun and mischievous, and they want to become a noble and just buy a mansion, which is, totally feasible for a goblin that lives in the woods. But I'm very excited. This is very different from what I usually do. I usually play like pretty elves and stuff, but now I'm just like, no, I'm going to be a trash goblin.
All right. Well, is there anything you'd like to tell us about Lucky? About Lucky's history? About anything?
Sure. Lucky is a little orphan. Lucky didn't know their parents, and they're okay with that. They grew up in the wilderness and formed sort of a little commune of fellow orphans and outcasts. They've built up a little like tree village. I think like Ewoks, perhaps. And it is Lucky's goal in life to literally become a noble and be rich and be like successful so that they can give a good life to their friends who deserve it. And they have a magic soup pot.
A magic soup pot. Oh, that's exciting. A magic soup pot that does random effects in the moment when it is drunk from.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting. More randomness, more things for me to throw random generators at. Excellent. So, moving along, let's see who's next. We'll go counterclockwise.
I feel like clockwise is a better direction.
Fine, we'll go
counterclockwise.
Craig doesn't matter. He's the opposite no matter what. You know what? We go to opposite. Welcome, Craig at Do and Die Gaming.
Come on. You just said I don't matter. Now I'm in? Okay. Howdy, everybody. It's me, Craig, also known as Do and Die Gaming. And for this game, I'm playing the human paladin, Quill Arcandor. Some stuff about him. He comes from the town of Barleybrook in the Ten region. Is that how you pronounce it?
I pronounce it the Tane region.
Tane.
But I guess the only important thing
more.
to pronounce is that the chat is saying that you're a tad quiet.
You want me to kick it up? You want me
Yeah, kick it
They were
up.
saying
Just
everyone
start
was
screaming.
quieter.
They said everyone's quiet.
How about now? Is it any better now?
Yeah, I should turn on my game.
I think we're good with you.
I'm
but the chat will let us
adjusting.
know.
Chat, how do I sound? Are my sultry tunes coming in scintillating?
A little better, but
Do
I
you like
feel like since all of us can hear each other, I'm wondering if it's something else.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Always sultry.
All right.
Always
Matters.
sultry, sometimes salty.
You devilish dog.
All right.
Okay. Until told otherwise, I'm gonna just let that ride. But he comes from the town of Barleybrook in the Tane region. From a large family of 9. Most of them are dead. The only people who still remain are his father, his sister, and his brother. And he has issues concerning that, but has decided to go venturing out into the world to improve the world for the better with his creative ingenuity. He's a bit of an inventor, a bit of a tinkerer. And that's him. That's the fun stuff. That's what you get for now. Get ready for more when we play the game.
Oh, yes. I can't wait for all the things I can do to you with your homicidal, crazy family.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's go to Dr. Mr. Freckles, Rich.
Hey everybody, I'm Rich. I'm going to be playing Kra. There it is.
No.
Well, it's such a long name. It's rough.
Yeah.
Craw?
One job.
Wait, spell that? Craw?
Really burns the brain cell.
CRA.
Great.
Okay, there you
Love
go.
it.
It's rough. It's Kra to
Took him all
Ka.
day.
So
I
it's
feel
Kra
like you just
last
took
name.
my
is
name and
to Ka.
chopped some letters out. I'll be perfectly honest.
It was actually, I Googled troll names, and that was one of the first ones that came up. I'm not even going to lie.
Oh boy.
Oh. It's a baby check. All right. I got to actually set that up now. All right.
Where's your tech now, George?
You know, nobody has
Oh.
redeemed baby cam in like 3 months, so I haven't had to do it. Don't worry.
Well,
hope
after
he's still
the
there.
creepy incident with like the stare back.
The creepy incident, yeah. Oh, the chat has no idea what that is, but that's fine. If they join the Discord, they may get to see it. That'll pop up.
It's real weird. It's real weird, guys.
Don't worry, the baby's coming in.
All right, but I will let George introduce that, and I will continue. So, Kra comes from a large, proud family of essentially what are known as the chieftain amongst his people's only city. Seeing as trolls generally like to live in scattered, smattered tribes, we have exactly one city, and it is between us and the human orc lands, and it is just there to act as a buffer and to stop slavers and armies from coming in. He has both parents. He has many brothers, some of which have been driven insane by a magical cursed item of protection of his people, minor details, which now he is in charge of.
All right.
So, yeah.
Life goals. Having your family be in charge of a cursed artifact that may or may not spell the survival or doom of your entire people.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah,
Keep it
pretty
simple.
much. But the more good you do, the less angry the item becomes, and the less likely it is to drive people insane. So that is why Kra is out doing good.
And Walrus seems to think that you cannot read. Is that true?
I cannot read. That is true.
Ah, good to know. All right. Moving along, bringing up the rear, we have Jared, Sir Winter Knight.
I'll bring up the rear anytime. My name is Jared. I'm playing the
No,
Thistle the Fairy. This is what you get when I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm playing Thistle, a very insatiably curious little fairy. He is a bastard of a princess of the winter fairies and just a random schlub who got conscripted into the wild hunt. And so his father had to leave him due to those binding magical obligations to the wild hunt. And so he was left on his own devices, sort of abandoned amongst the dwarves of Vigenhelm because his noble family spurned him. But he was fine. He had little critters to be friends with, even though the dwarves sort of rejected him. That was fine. He's still an affable, chipper bloke. And his father did leave him with a map to a secret library of fairy knowledge and magic. So his goal is to restore his name and his family honor, his place amongst his family by finding this library at some point and doing it through deed, story, and glory.
Ooh. Need, story,
that.
and glory. Couldn't ask for a better motivation for this kind of experience. So,
Yeah.
the last thing that we should do is determine how all of you know each other. Because obviously, as this is an accelerated game, we'll be skipping the meeting each other bits because that would take roughly 3 or 4 weeks with the way we play. So, let's start by determining how you all know each other. So I'm going to go one by one, and each of you will pick another person, another player, and determine how you met that individual. That person will then be able to determine what the current relationship is like between the two of you. So careful who you choose and what you do to them. Who would like to go first?
Getting paranoia
I
vibes.
was gonna say, why is he doing paranoia vibes to us?
Getting paranoia vibes.
I shall volunteer
Okay.
because I'm going to take sort of the easy route, which is that I would like to know Kra. and establish how we know each other, right? You said
How you met.
how
and
we
then
met.
He will establish your current working relationship or whatever it may be.
I will say that perhaps I ventured out to a settlement that Kra was in, and I mean, I don't know how this jives with you, Rich, but like maybe
Doesn't matter now.
I was I tried to steal something because I love stealing things.
You do.
And I was sort of like scampering off and was about to get maybe caught and roughed up a little bit, and good old Kra came in and helped. And I liked his tallness. And I took a liking to being on his shoulders and being like, oh man, like I look so much tougher up here. And I kind of like used my charisma to be like, me and you, buddy, we got something going here. Let's work together a little bit here and there. You get me?
All right. So, Rich, Kra, Dr. Mr. Freckles, what is the current feeling between the two of you? What is your current working relationship?
Kra, like tiny goblin. Goblin nice. Goblin also too fast to reach whenever Kra tries to get Goblin. Goblin's over here. Not worth effort to move Goblin. Yeah, but no, Goblin good. Goblin also put other Goblin at ease, and Kra like to free goblins from slaves, so oftentimes can implant greedy Goblin who takes too many shinies, messes up mission a lot, but sometimes go good. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay. So, then from there, Rich, why don't you go ahead and pick someone?
I choose
Oh, of course.
1,
With the
2,
dice.
3, Thistle, 4, 5, 6, Human, Thistle. Kra met Thistle after already having met Small Goblin. Kra was in town also trying to get a bunch of goblins out of slavery, and Thistle had fallen into mud pen near where it was going to get goblins, so was scooping up a bunch of goblins, accidentally scooped up Thistle, and then ran, but then got cornered by guards, which is unusual because I'm very good at jump around and climb things. But then they were like, oh, you have goblins there? And I said, no. And then Thistle was like, yeah, I'm not a goblin, and covered all the mud off of himself, and then talked in non-gesticular fashion that humans like, with lots of little pew pew mew words. And then they went, sorry, those are just ugly fairies. And I said, yes, they are. And so then after that, just hang out with Thistle sometimes. Thistle a good person. Help me out of jam. Very tiny though. Need to be careful when you're around. Don't want to sit fast.
All right. So how does Thistle feel about this current, oh gosh, I don't know how to describe it, situation?
Cross the best. He's just the greatest guy, and he lets both Lucky and I switch turns sitting on his shoulders because we're small. He's so big. He's just like a big lummox that he will walk us around.
So fast.
And like yeah, he saved me, but I also kind of saved him. So in a way that's like tit for tat. So we kind of have each other's backs, and like but he still kind of owes me because I got him out of the bigger jam. I think I was just covered in mud, but he was being confronted by the authorities. So I think the scale's kind of tipping in my favor.
All right, fair enough. And to be fair, you're also balancing the scale by being on his other shoulder, as the chat has pointed out.
They're so fast.
They are. All right, so Jared, I believe that leaves you with introducing the relationship with Craig. How did you two meet?
Craig. Yeah. So let's see here. Whereabouts do you hang out? Where is Craig's character?
He grew up in the Tane region.
In the Tame region. So let's say,
but I will say that he probably started venturing out from there shortly following like
Everybody hating him.
The incident.
bit of an event that left him not wanting to be with his family anymore. So he would have started traveling from there on.
Okay, so we'll say that amongst our travels, at some point I was trying to decipher a bit of the map. And I was at what I thought was a good waypoint on the map when I ran into you, who was being very serendipitously besieged by the Wild Hunt. You happened to get in their way, but because my father was amongst them and he's a little deranged and wants to protect me, because of my words, they had to back off and choose other prey. So because of my intervention, the Wild Hunt managed to ignore you. And so from then on, I had your name in my name in my book, and we became good. I'm not sure we became good buds. I guess that's up to you, but
It's good enough for me.
Since you crossed both my father and my path, you became a notable person in my books.
And you saved my life.
Lot of favors being out here.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
All right. So, how's that current situation treating you there, Craig?
Pretty good. It's nice to have a magical fairy friend. I mean, I'm not the greatest magic user in the world. Probably more a thinker than I am a spellcaster. Not that I can't do some of it. So to have a extremely, I guess, influential fairy as an ally and also someone who can handle magic, but probably doesn't handle like the physicality, seeing as he's the size of my hand. I feel like I have things to offer, you know.
Okay. So, then that leaves the last little bit of meeting between the team members, and that would be between Thistle and... Oh gosh, what's your character's name? Not Thistle. Oh man. Names. I can't even remember my friends'
Quill
names,
and
let
Lucky?
alone- Quill and Lucky. There we go.
Oh, yep.
Quill and Lucky. How did they meet? Quill?
Well, I guess the question is the timeline of these events. Are we assuming that these connections are linear? Because if so, then it would have been a domino of Lucky to Craw,
Okay.
Lucky and Craw to Thistle, and Thistle to Quill.
Seems like something you have the opportunity to establish right now.
So I'm establishing it right now. So with that, Quill was able to fall into this monstrous adventuring party, feeling more normal than ever before.
Human face.
Yes, it is. So as far as Lucky to Quill, I think he's probably aware that there's like some sticky finger things going on. So he's probably just trying to he's like, and I sleep with my like backpack under my back. But besides that, I think that he's fine, because besides the thieving instinct, which I don't think he's unaware of, I think Lucky means well, more like a scamp than anything else.
Typical untrusting humans.
That's right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
so
baby.
I think he's aware of the danger of a goblin, but also the dynamic of this group is completely different from a goblin like more, what is it, Warrens, right? Or Barons?
Sure.
What do you
Warren.
call
Warren is I feel like Warren's
Yeah.
the classic term.
Yeah, goblin warrens, like the hives of goblins, you know,
Ah.
like you don't want to be in there as a human, but like one in like this weird motley crew, you're aware what you're dealing with, but it's not like a danger. It's more like, oh, there Lucky goes again thieving. Watch my pockets, like that kind of thing, you know.
All right, so real nice. So you basically just established that you're like, I'm watching you.
No, he likes.
More like I'm aware of what you're into, because I'm
You're-
not an unperceptive person.
Lucky too
Interesting.
sensitive. Also, you have 5 new candelabra today. You can't have both way.
Yeah. Your big burlap sack with a money sign on it kind of lends me to believe that something's not normal.
Yeah, we're gonna eat good tonight. Don't ask why.
I never do.
Oh, you have a magic soup pot. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
of course we can look.
All right, so then what is your current opinion of him? Do you have one?
I think he's like, I love to push Quill's buttons.
Ooh.
So I lean into this like hesitation, I think, that he has about Lucky. And I'm, I'm just like, okay. So I think scamp is the right word. And I really dial it up to like 11 for him. Just
Okay.
to be annoying. Yeah. And sometimes maybe I try to steal things just for fun. And then like later on, I'm like, oh, you dropped this. And I like hand it off to him.
Sure, I didn't, but thank you.
Too high.
All right. Well then, now that you all know each other, we're about ready to begin. But before we do, let's welcome to the stream Druid Locks, Pineapple Dragon, and Echo Torchwitch. 3 people who are responsible for the creation of this game. Be sure to check this game out at rupturerpg.com, where, assuming that, yes, great. I don't need to get rid of the baby, though, to do it. So, you'll be able to sign up for the mailing lists that you can be aware when this Kickstarter goes live. It has been moved to the beginning of September 6th, if I remember correctly, and those great people in the in the chat can correct me if I am wrong about that. So, you as the chat, if you have been here before, you know that there are ways for you to influence the story. There are new ways today, as well as the old. You can, of course, do the old tried and true, choose what the next dice roll is going to be, whether you target it to a specific person, or just have it be the next die that gets rolled. You also have your usual make things better and make things worse redemptions. However, added to this stream, we have the new RP Gacha tokens, where you'll be able to, by being active in the chat, or by redeeming a channel reward, or if you feel generous and throwing cheers at us, redeeming them as a thank you for that, you'll be able to earn these tokens, which you can then use to spin one of our various machines. We have a good one, a bad one, and a chaotic one. Each one of them will do good things, bad things, or chaos. So, with that, you'll be able to redeem them with, let me just throw some examples in the chat here.
This is like the first time hearing that there's Wheels of Doom incorporated now.
Yeah,
Wheels
this is
of
great
Doom.
stuff.
Wheels up, dude.
Was loading the dice not good enough?
Never.
No.
Oh,
So,
no.
you'll see that I just threw in RP Gacha, good one. That means I spent 1 token on spinning the good Gacha wheel. If you spend more tokens, you have a better odd of getting better things, but if you get worse things, don't worry, your odds increase the next time you do it. So in that case, I just received the prize half or better, which means every die that is rolled by the party has to be re-rolled if it is under half of the maximum number.
Oh, that actually sounds pretty dope.
That is really
Yes.
good. But who
Oh, wow.
decides?
That's one of the good ones. One of the bad ones is, bag, not bad. I used bag. Bag is not bad.
It's not one. It's not one at all.
Oh, wow, got the opposite effect there. So that's the gold prize, one of the gold prizes for
Golly.
bad, which is half or worse, where it's the exact opposite of what just happened, where every die roll will be half or under, or it has to be re-rolled. Of course, these are for a limited time, don't worry. It's not for the entire stream, otherwise they would hate me more.
I'm a
than
little
you.
worried.
The hate would be finite. I mean, we'd die eventually.
And then, of course, the one that certain people will enjoy the most, which is Chaos. Oh, we got another gold one there, which is Inverted Rolls,
Oh
where
my
anything that you roll
gosh.
is the opposite number on the die. Chaos! Don't worry, there's much more chaotic effects in there. I don't know how we just happened to get...
Yeah, you pulled all of the golds. I hope it's not just locked in. It's not like...
Great.
I'm more
We'll take the
concerned
happy
about how it
medium.
came up with the dice roll effects every single time. That's interesting.
really.
Well, this is a D.
4 is a 1, 1 is a...
Well, yes,
Yeah.
he's got it. So if you wish to check your tokens, check
don't
how many
have any.
tokens you have, you can use that command, tokens. And to check your rates, that one, which will tell
Oh
you
my goodness.
which will tell you the rates that you currently
Aha,
have.
you
for
0
your-
token.
Yep. Sorry, Do and Die. I guess you should come to the chat more often.
Oh,
I'm raising a newborn
Ooh.
baby.
All right. I'm gonna have to fix that. Don't worry, this is still a work in
Everyone
progress.
has 0
Obviously, the
tokens.
bot is still being built, so I'm gonna have to put in the
0.
exception to that tokens thing. No, that's not Python silliness. That's me forgetting to put that in one of the excluded commands. Anyway, back to the game. If you have any questions with this, feel free to ask. I'll be happy to provide you explanations again in the chat. It is not all Python's fault. Python is fantastic. Python is perfect. Get out of here with that weasel.
Roll!
Sorry.
Roll!
All right, so our heroes, we can actually call you heroes in this. That's like one of the first times I can actually call you heroes in one
Yeah, I
of
was
these
gonna say,
games.
we're not bad.
Our traveling heroes have been an adventuring party for how long?
Die 12 months? Want me
Not
to do
12
it?
months. Ooh, how
Okay.
exotic.
ooh.
Oh, almost a year. Our year anniversary's coming up. It's 11 months.
Hey!
Let's have a picnic and celebrate.
It has nearly been the year. You are nearing your year anniversary, and nearing that date, Kra receives a message from home asking him to return to
Uh-oh.
the troll. What? Are you
Family.
concerned?
Family's the uh-oh.
It's this. Okay. Anyway, you receive a message from your home. Let me go ahead and get rid of the baby now.
Bye,
Because
baby.
baby is away. Away, baby. You'll be back at some point, I'm sure. So, you received a message from home in, I'm not going to pronounce this right, so you can pronounce it Trumda? Trumda?
Trumda.
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 You receive a message from home in Trumda that they require someone of expertise, someone who has been out in the world and who is skilled in the, well, protection of people. And they wish you to escort a recently arrived elementalist who is wishing to ascend into the Rakir Peaks, to one of the places of power where they might be able to commune with the elements of fire and perhaps develop a deeper understanding. However, the Rakir Peaks are extremely dangerous to those who are unfamiliar with its workings. Therefore, they hire trolls to protect them, to guide them along the paths. And you, as an experienced adventurer, have been called home by your family to engage in this age-old practice.
There are many. This is my name, and I show it to the party, and I just like smooth it down, and I put it in front of me, and I go, "Here is my name." What rest?
Oh, right, you can't read!
I can read. I rolled. I cannot read this.
Let me read that for you, big fellow. 1 second. And I recite it all.
Oh, and I looked genuinely relieved. I was like, thought calling home to use Tusk. Ooh. Okay.
All right, looks like your family needs some help. Should we make our way over there?
Yeah, we go. You come, you help?
Oh,
Well, yeah, we're gonna come help.
Ascending the Great Peaks? That sounds super fun.
It
Oh,
does
yeah.
sound fun.
It's
You want me to make some soup
very,
for
very quietly to Quill. I'm like, it's probably very dangerous. Yeah. Soup good.
A great achievement I think I shall undertake as well.
I mean, they asked for you, so I mean, if the 3 of us come with you, this should be easily handleable, right? I mean, they thought you would be good enough.
Oh yeah, yes, all of us be very good, but also they think Kra, a very strong wonder child who's going to throw evil spirits into sun, is long story, not
You can
important.
throw evil spirits into the
No,
sun?
Kra could definitely not make the sun far. So no, But they have much opinion of Kra.
Maybe it's a metaphor.
Or maybe.
Maybe, but all of us, we'd be good. They not calling us if not important.
Okay. Well yeah. Happy to help.
Good friends. And I pat everyone on the head except for Quill, who I pat on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't. You can do it on the shoulder. You don't have to. Thanks, buddy.
I pat Quill on the head. I fly up and I pat him on the head. Don't feel left out.
Thanks, buddy.
I pat him on the knee.
There you go.
Thanks, buddy.
Just so many pats.
So many. I guess this is a good moment to introduce. Do any of your animals get in on the patting?
Oh, yes.
Why don't you
Absolutely.
introduce your animals? I don't believe we've done that yet in this stream, have we?
No.
Go ahead, Winter Knight. You go first because yours is the coolest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, he's pretty cool. I have a little lynx, little bobcat that I met in the chilly wilds of Vigenhelm, named Una. You saw their tail a little bit ago. Keep it around.
Yeah.
Although bobcats, whatever, just buy it.
Yes, Weasel. Yeah.
And speaking of murder burb,
Yeah. I have
Right.
a big two-legged bird that I ride around on. Is very nice to me. Will try and preen me and stuff. Is very mean to everyone else. Snaps at people. Hisses. And not like good hiss. Like imagine giant goose. Like whoa. Is unpleasant, but is very sweet. Like Kra.
giant, unpleasant, but sweet, like a goose. One of those
To
things
me-
does not fit.
No, me nice.
I sleep on the other side of camp.
And yes, of course. Thistle does ride on the lynx whenever, it doesn't need to take flight with that wonderful power of flight.
Yeah.
Too bad you're not strong enough to carry the cat.
Or
Ooh.
anything.
Oh my
You need a
God.
magic item that's gonna let you
A
have the strength
backpack.
to lift the cat
Yeah.
and then just throw it at people's faces.
Life
Maybe
Oh,
goals.
that's
something that
good.
will
Life
put it
goals.
into a tiny ball of some kind.
New purpose in
Yeah.
life. New purpose in
Uh-oh.
life. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh!
We're towards royalty rights.
All right, so we do have one more animal here, I believe.
Lucky has a war dog. Its name is Mud because it's
Good
the
name.
color of mud. And
Right.
it likes to roll around in the mud too.
Mm.
Mud is pretty great. I mean, Lucky has trained Mud to respect the party. Train as best they can have trained Mud. And really, Lucky only rides Mud in like serious situations. Otherwise, they are on Kra's shoulders, I mean, or they walk too, but yeah,
I could walk. It's
why
fine.
bother?
Oh, and just as a scripter, Kra is a little bit bigger than most other trolls.
Okay.
How tall are you, Kra?
Kra is 7'8".
7'8". Okay.
Yeah, how-
Average troll size 6'3".
How
So
tall are
they-
each of you? I guess let's get that out of the way.
Quill,
Oh, yeah.
Quill stands 6 feet tall.
Oh, wait, I think 5. Yes, I'm 3'5". Lucky's 3'5".
Yeah, do you want us to give like character descriptors?
Yes, let's get those character descriptors then.
sure.
I was gonna have you do that when we get to the town, but that works fine right now.
I changed
Oh,
my hair
okay.
color too.
You can go first.
Sure. So, as I said, Quill stands 6 feet tall. He's about probably looks like around 180, 185 pounds. He looks like he's pretty built muscularly, toned with a white like peasant shirt, and then like a blue sort of like vestment kind of look on his chest. Dirty blonde hair, which is covered by a pumpkin kind of brownish hat that's kind of like one of those like sagging kind of like beanies, and a well-groomed dirty blonde mustache that kind of curls up a little bit. He's got like a kind of a tan complexion, blue eyes, and has like a couple of belts around his waist that has different pouches, one that clearly has an assortment of different like tools and things of the like. And he's got a classic big adventurer's backpack on, with like a bedroll up top. And as far as like weapons is concerned, he only has like a shield. He carries a shield, and he's got a very unique looking gauntlet on his right arm that has it's got like a bar that his hand can actually hold onto at the palm, and then there's another bar that sits atop on the top of his hand with little beams on the side that looks like it almost slides back and forth on. And adorned on the gauntlet itself are discs with small little rune inscriptions on them, which is his custom magic item.
Okay. After having the pleasure of going first, why don't you nominate who goes next?
Sure. Dr. Mr. Freckles, take it away.
Craw, as stated before, is a fairly large 7'8". He has 2 sets of horns, one that go kind of up and back, and another set that kind of come outward like this. I don't know really how else to describe it, but like this. He has medium length braided hair and a shorter beard because he is younger amongst the trolls, though he does have 2 large circlets essentially adorning that beard that are of significance to trolls that he meets, that as far as what they denote him as. Other than that, yeah, he's fairly tan skinned and is covered with a healthy amount of hair on his arms and everything, being a mountain troll from the mountainous regions.
Okay. So then, are we going in a Z or a circle?
I'm not looking at that. So now we're going to Thistle.
Okay, Thistle.
Z it is.
Thistle is very tall for a fairy. He's 1 foot
Ooh.
8 inches.
Pretty tall.
Yes.
Wow.
And a lithe 12 pounds. Yes, thank you. He inherited a lot of the physical traits of his winter fairy heritage. So he has like really, really pale skin and a shock of like white hair with a little like light blue ombre.
Ooh.
And some shimmery blue patterns on his face, and some bright purplish azure butterflyish fairy wings.
Ooh.
He has it all. Carries his scroll with him that he his little map that he cherishes, and also his enchanted mirror that is always at his side. He doesn't have any weapons either. He has, except for his little blowgun. His little blowgun. And what else of note? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, he has his leather little coronet, which is his token that glyphs will appear when he uses magic. That's all his glyphs are inscribed on his headpiece.
Cool.
Nice.
Dope.
Okay. Then last up, Lucky.
Yeah, I feel like mine is the easiest because behold.
You see what you see.
Little known fact that Noob Mom is in fact 1 foot something or other.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
Noob
you know.
Mom is 3'4".
Yeah, so actually I very quickly looked at goblins again. I've decided Lucky is actually 3 foot exactly because it looks like the average height for goblins is like 3'4" or 5, and I've decided Lucky's kind of like a runt. But Lucky has black hair, which is generally like pulled back tight, but really, kind of dresses like this, hood, whatever, has like, dangly thingies and mixed things.
Lots of tchotchkes.
Yeah, lots of tchotchkes. As far as clothing though, like underneath sort of the robes and cloaks, they do wear sort of like noble, like a merchanty kind of nice attire. It's like caked in mud a little bit, but clearly at some point they tried and they got themselves like a nice outfit. And when they like have to be all, when they're trying to be cool, they like throw back the cloak and are like, look at me in my outfit.
Silken wares.
So impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Walrus got themselves.
Yeah, okay.
From a little kid.
Shh. They didn't need it. And Lucky has, I think, let's see. Oh, yeah, black hair and indigo eyes.
Mm.
And, yeah.
Okay. Then with that, you begin your trek to the Rakir Peaks. Where are you coming from? What is your previous adventure? What have you been doing?
Oh gosh, I don't know, George. Regular adventure thing.
I know what we could be doing.
Yeah, give it.
All right.
Throw the ball.
So we work with Golden Road much. Golden Road has lots of holdings and things, and sometimes want to put up new trading posts. But sometimes there are big, scary magic monster that come out and attack, and so we have to make sure it is clear for outposts. And so we do this for time, get paid good money, and sometimes find nice new things, nice new treasures, gauntlets and such. I mean, not gauntlets. I got my belt from one treasure place, but yes.
But yeah, people in need, we gotta find a way to, stay in inns for the night and things like that. So yeah, get a couple of pocket change to keep the wheels turning. Doesn't hurt any, and helping people out is two birds, one stone. Not your bird. Different. Bird.
No, you need lots of stones.
Never your
my bird. No,
yeah,
lots of stones.
Not your bird. I wouldn't do your bird.
And whereabout were you doing this?
We do it. I say in Thora. Let's say makes sense, everyone.
In Thoria, the Terralian Empire.
That's where it's best place to free slaves too. So yes.
Well, that's actually, yes, definitely true. Okay. Well, is it?
Is it the best place to free slaves?
Is it? Actually.
Yes. Yes, very good. There are many slaves there to free.
Okay. Works for me.
Or do you mean bad, like good as in like wise? No, very.
Well, it's like at what cost?
It is for this group, says Druid Locks. So there we are.
All right. So there we go. You begin your trek from the Terralian Empire toward the Rakir Peaks. It is not long before you reach them. The peaks themselves are a massive, long range. So, where, Rich, is a place that I will never remember the name of because you created it?
Trumda.
Trumda. Where is Trumda located within the Rakir Peaks?
Trumda is at beginning of peaks because it is in natural funnel place. Trumda is almost beautiful in many ways that it is made. It is fortress in front, and as you go in, it turn into cliff city. But in the beginning is much fortress, very good for hold, very good for fight. But then as you continue on, lots of catwalk, platform, carved stores, and then up higher and higher is what called Spire City, where they built up into actual mountain. Very nice. Trolls not like to be together for a long time, so everyone here grumpy, but very nice place.
Okay, so when you say the beginning, do you mean one of those little coastal areas?
Beginning where field meets biggest valley in peak.
Where field meets...
Easiest egress go up and in.
Okay, then let's go right at that cross section where the three different angles meet.
Yes, big valley.
Perfect. Okay, so you begin making your way there as you were in the Terralian Empire. It's actually one of the easier journeys you could have made. Congratulations on that little bit of happenstance. As you begin making your way to there, and now, of course, I'm going to need a luck roll.
Oh, shoot. Our first roll and it's luck?
Luck? Why are you doing
First
this?
roll and it's luck.
From everybody?
What could possibly go wrong?
I'm going to make the ruling that for this group luck roll, you will each roll it, and if 50% of you make it, it's a pass. And if what is it? Yeah, if you're 50-50, then sure, I'll give it to you. So you need 2 people to pass this.
He's giving us ties.
Yes, I am.
How do we do a luck roll? Huh?
You roll your luck stat.
You
Roll
roll
a
your
d12
luck
and
stat.
add your luck stat to it.
You
right?
got it.
Oh, I
Don't worry, everybody.
Oh,
It's in the
luck stat.
name.
have a luck
Okay.
stat.
Sorry, it's the first roll. I have to share this. Bada boom.
You gotta be kidding me. Roll it again.
Good.
When you roll a 12, you roll again and add.
It explodes.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh, boy.
yes.
I got a 3.
17.
All right, so we got a 3 and a 17.
I got a 6.
Ooh.
Okay.
My
That was
God,
with
I
my
rolled a
-4.
1, but it's a 7. So.
Don't you have lucky? What does lucky do?
Oh right. Wait. Hold on. I do have dumb luck.
What does that do?
What does it do?
Give
Good
me
question.
a second. Give
What
me a
does that do?
second. You may
Ooh.
re-roll any failure, but only once, and you take the second value. Except critical failures, though.
Oh, did you just get a critical failure?
I did roll a 1.
That's critically failing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can you critically fail a non-skill check? I would assume.
Yeah, you could be
so.
really you could be really
Oh,
unlucky.
yes.
Lovely. Okay, so
And there's a chart for that. Chart.
It's like,
There's a chart for that. Oh,
I think
goodness.
we have some of the creators in the chat.
We do. It's so
One of
nice to have the
critical failure,
creators.
yeah.
As this is Grab Bag Gaming, where we stumble through rules and constantly ask questions and try to figure things out as we go. And having the creators in the chat is such a wonderful and
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's pretty
stressful experience.
I'm not stressed about it.
Of course not. You're not the one running the thing.
I know.
Yeah, you're right.
Like just my luck.
I like it though
Just
that you
my
can
luck.
crit fail anything
Mhm.
because I think failures are more fun and
Well, maybe my
agree.
maybe I got a critical success and it counters a critical failure.
You
No.
did
There's a chart.
not.
There's a chart for
we're
it.
in the weeds
You get
now.
a critical success if you double the target number. You did not double the
Oh,
target number.
17 does not.
My apologies for that.
Rip.
So, where are you getting this chart from, Rich? Maybe I'm just missing it.
I'll get it. It's
Ah.
on page 163.
163, thank you. Good.
Don't worry, I'll save us. Page
I'm
163 to screw us over, please.
You're wonderful. All right, critical failure chart. Okay, so, New Mama, I need you to roll a d12.
Oh dang.
Ooh, how exotic.
I got an 8.
Oh, with an 8, it is just a normal failure.
Oh good.
If you roll a 7 or higher, it is just a normal failure.
So wait, let's get into the weeds
or-
now. It's a normal failure, so now can she be lucky and re-roll it? Because the critical went to a normal fail. Oh.
Good locks.
Hmm.
No.
No.
The creator has spoken.
Game is so unfair.
Yeah, it's like there's like gods and then there's super god and super god said no. So
Yeah, I can't overrule the creator. Sorry.
So
Not while
good.
he's in the chat,
That's
at least.
okay. I've embarrassed myself. So
I will absolutely defer
Love it.
to Druid Lux on that. So,
it's all right. All of us are gonna fail at the things we're good at right away. Like I'm gonna
Yeah,
break my
come
hand
on.
punching someone.
Come on, please. Yeah.
mhm. So with your failure to pass, unfortunately, that means that you do in fact run into a random creature.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, combat already?
Maybe.
Guys, we gotta slow down. We gotta.
Maybe. We'll
let's
see.
do it.
So,
It's good.
I need one of you to roll me a d12.
What's up?
Well, lucky. I think it should be lucky.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, it should
I-
definitely be
Into
lucky.
this
That's what
situation.
Nirvana.
True.
She basically smelt it, so she should deal to it at this point.
Whatever. I rolled a 12.
Oh no, that's usually what.
Where's your red cards now, noob mama?
Oh, you used all of your luck in the creation process. All right, so with a 12, as you have not yet reached the mountains, probably thankfully.
Mm.
Yeah.
See what we see
Oh.
first, and then we'll decide how probably thankful we are.
All right, as you are approaching the mountains, you can see them on the horizon as you're making your way through the plains toward those mountains. And as you do, the air begins to swirl in front of you, begins to twist and twirl until almost a small tornado appears in front of you, kicking up dust with an extreme power.
Mm.
That's right, with a 12 you are facing, what is it, a dust devil, I believe is what it's called.
Why is Sky so angry?
As you come near, you see it taking, well, actually, You guys, let's roll some dice. This is what we're here for,
Yeah!
right? We're here to roll dice.
We're here to roll dice.
That's right.
Going through
What
here,
are we
going through
rolling
to
dice
pure. Blah, 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 blah. Let's go for. Discern. Da, 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 da. No, we want you to be able to. What is
Discern
this?
sounds good. I like
No,
discern.
we want the skill. No. We want empathy. We need your empathy rolls. This is an
What?
empathy willpower.
Yeah,
God.
yeah. The empathy.
Cool.
So it's a willpower based.
That is correct.
Hopefully the pretty people have that
Well.
good.
I'll believe anything you tell me, and I'll do whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you effing kidding me?
Get a one again?
no.
I got a 1.
Lucky!
I need to change my name.
No, it's perfect.
And this is why we never complete anything.
I just
got-
bought these dice, Jordan.
I got a 10.
If you don't have ranks in the skill, you just add your stat to it.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 12.
All right. And what did you get there? Craw.
Craw has dust and eyes. Craw got 8.
Okay. So, if you rolled, I'll give this one a 10. That's fine. We'll give it easy. Jared, Thistle and Quill, you get a pass on this skill, which means you can check off one of those boxes down in your skills section
Alright.
for empathy.
That's
Because
that
you
thing.
succeeded, you have trained one step closer to being able to get a rank in that skill.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
So cool.
let's see if you how you succeed at that failure. Let's get that D12
Oh, right.
roll.
Yeah, the D12. Okay.
Do it.
Oh, be sure to mark your critical failure too, because you learn from critical
Mhm.
failures. It's in the
I-
system.
What'd you
I'm
get?
throwing these dice in the trash.
What'd you get? No,
Oh, no.
don't. What'd you get?
I got a 1.
Oh no.
you're gonna learn so much. Lucky. You're just gonna be so educated.
I love it.
You're gonna learn
Oh,
feelings
no.
and about.
So I don't. What is even the opposite of this? What's the opposite, George?
What is the okay, so in this empathy roll, Lucky, you are fairly certain that this Dust Devil is a welcoming sign. It is something that was sent there to guide you by somebody who is trying to
course.
lead you to another place. Quill and Thistle, you are
Yeah.
100% absolutely certain that this thing wants you nowhere near them.
Hey, we shouldn't go near that thing, right? Right, Thistle? That doesn't.
Oh, no, we should definitely be given some space. Back off.
Yeah. That was cool. Just checking.
Eyes hurt.
And as that,
Oh,
yeah,
step
like
away.
I'm just like,
Oi, are you gonna take us where we need to go? Hey,
and I start like walking.
Oh, are you
To the
walking? Or
dust
are you beckoning me to walk like Ratatouille? Because I can't see. So
No, I jump down from your shoulder and
Okay, stop
I'm
talking
just
to the dog.
yelling, like,
we need to go talk to this thing. It's gonna tell us where to go. Come on, look, it wants to give us a nice big dust hug.
I don't think so. And Quill starts messing with his bracelet, and I'm going to activate it for air magic. And I'm going to attempt to cast a spell.
Oh, wow, we're already casting spells.
Casting magic. And I'm gonna try, and I don't know if this will do anything, but I'm gonna try and cast Control Winds.
Okay. Control wins. Oh, geez. You guys are really throwing all the interactions and weird stuff at me right at the beginning. Okay, so
you
control
could have
wins.
just had us get there.
I could have, but I couldn't. You know I couldn't. So, with control wins.
Yes.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make a strong breeze to push the Dust Devil.
Strong breeze to push the
It's
tornado.
wind, it's air, it's tornado. I'm hoping that'll at least like disrupt it and kind of
That's
give us
legit.
a chance.
No,
Confuse it.
I agree.
Change direction of a wind up to a strong breeze.
I don't know what that means. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping. Narrator. Maybe that's pretty strong.
Maybe that's how they talk to each other. Maybe he's communicating.
Right.
Blow hard in the opposite.
Or maybe I'm adding a different air entity into it, and it stops being a dust devil and evolves into a different amalgamation of something existing in the air.
A dust fiend. You're gonna evolve it with a windstone.
Yeah,
What's happening?
or devolve it. Maybe I added pollutants.
Yeah, maybe he
and now
disrupts its currents.
Now it's just smog. I don't know.
It becomes a little Nino.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do there, Rose.
I have to roll for a success on the spell, right? Which is ranks in the school plus my stat. Is that right? Am I casting magic?
Yes, you are
Am I doing
casting
it,
magic.
Paul?
Yes, roll it. 1d12 plus
Plus rank plus stat.
Yep,
Rose,
that
you
is correct.
cheeky.
Also,
Yeah.
Rose, you want to add the 1 or however many tokens you want to spend, because more tokens will increase your thing. So you
I
want a
rolled
number in there.
6 plus 1 for my rank in air, 7. Plus my intellect, which is 5, bringing me to a 12. Plus my my item, which gives me a plus 3 for 15.
Okay. What did you roll? What number?
15.
No. The number on the
a
die.
6.
A 6. All right. So, Rose and Jersey, you have just rolled the prize ban a number, which means for the next 30 minutes, you get to pick a number which cannot be rolled. Anytime it is rolled, it gets re-rolled. So what number would you like to choose?
Probably 1. 1 seems like a good one. No.
Perfect. I love it.
6. 6 has been re-rolled. So sorry, Walrus. You can redeem the rewards. You can. Sorry. Bits is the only thing that I have that does them in bulk.
So I have to re-roll that? Is that what you're telling me?
Yep, you got to re-roll it. Number
Well, I
been
did,
banned.
and I got an 11.
All
so
right.
It's even better. I rolled a 20. Thank you, Rose and Jersey.
That's why it's chaos, not good or bad.
Yeah, that's true.
I like it. Oh my
Okay,
God,
so with
Walrus.
a 20, you definitely pass the check to cast your spell.
And I hope so.
Yep. It is a first order spell, which means you only need a skill check of 12 in order to cast it.
Okay. That probably won't happen often.
No,
I'm
and you
looking when
did
I said I'm
not
bad at magic.
double it either. You got close, but you did not double it, so you do not get a critical success. However, you can mark off a success next to that skill.
Oh my gosh!
As
Big brain.
you begin working your magic, the wind begins to lightly blow by your face. Out. Right. Yep. Also use immersive descriptions, as Druidlocks is calling out there. Use immersive descriptions to get bonuses to rolls.
Oh, that's so cool.
So, flex those exalted muscles.
Super
Yeah.
cool.
Sure.
And as with exalted, beg me for the rewards because I will forget to give them to you.
Oh, done and done, my friend.
We are well acquainted with this.
Kidding me? As I say far too often, I am not a proud man. All right, so what we do is you see as Quill sees Lucky like starting to make their way over to the Dust Devil, Quill brandishes his bracelet and starts moving some of the discs on it to a specific runic order. And he grabs the bar that's sitting on top of his hand and pulls it back, and you hear it start to hum, releases it, and 2 rods extend from the bracer, humming with a little bit of arcane energy. He then braces on it and points it outward and begins casting, and the wind around him begins to surge forward.
That's really cool.
It is really cool. I need to go see where those emergent bonuses are. So many things for me to look at. All right. See, when you do something that adds more depth to your character, pulls other... So, you can go with... Yeah, I'll give you that full bonus. So we'll give you that critical success with by giving you that +5 to your roll.
Ooh.
Because I am a kind and benevolent person.
He is a kind ruler.
Yes,
Just
you
because it's the
are.
first
Indeed.
one, so don't get used to
Just
it.
because it's... All right. As you begin working your magic and the light breeze begins blowing past your head. However, as you feel it, that sudden surge of strength begins coming through you as you are certain that you really, really pushed those actions, that you brought yourself to the brink of what you could possibly have accomplished in that moment. And then it begins to strengthen a little more. Where do you aim this wind?
I'm attempting to focus the wind to pretty much make like a burst pretty much around Lucky, but shooting past to try and push the Dust Devil, or at least keep it at bay.
All right, so you were just straight up blowing your wind against this wind.
Yeah.
Wind fight. Wind fight. Wind fight.
Okay. So the wind begins shuffling forward. I don't have another better descriptor for wind than that. So the wind begins blowing. That's probably a better word. George, learn English one day. The wind begins blowing past you, picking up speed. Lucky, you feel it approaching. You feel it almost hit your back and then kind of bubble around it based on his description. I'll say that. Good? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. It bubbles around you, which is a little strange. Wind doesn't usually do that. And then it pushes forward, and you see almost visible wind connect with the Dust Devil. You can see it. Some of it begins pushing in the opposite direction of the Dust Devil, trying to slow the rotation and possibly dispel it. So, I'm going to need an opposed roll here. I will take your air magic against its ability to do things. And survive.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Air magic, baby. I rolled a 7. I just add air magic.
Yep.
It's your air magic plus.
Air magic plus
stat.
your relevant
Plus
stat, yeah.
Intelligence. Okay. So 7 plus air plus intelligence. That gives me a 16.
Nice.
A 16 versus its... Wait, you didn't roll a 6, right?
I did not. I rolled a 7.
Good. So did they. And they, with their resistance, because this is just a light threat, because I'm not worrying about this, because this is a random encounter along the way. With its resistance of 5 is a 12. Which means that you are able to push against this creature and not quite blow it away.
Lucky, stop talking to the tornado!
But it does begin to slow, and you can see it dispersing a little bit, but not quite enough to fully disrupt its appearance. However, it is weakening and slowing in its reactions.
Thistle, little help! He just
Also,
raises his arm and just keeps focusing on that.
an important note, as this other source of wind is like blowing around me, I'm just like, like I love it.
All right.
Oh, walrus.
Oh, Walrus, thank you for that. Let me fix that because, well, it didn't. Well, I'll give you your things.
Whoa!
I'm
Oh, sparkles! Sparkles.
Oh my god.
Quill need wind.
All right. You should have quite a few of your little tokens there now, Walrus.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's quite a few. That's going to be...
Seeing now, I'm nervous.
Now you should be nervous. You should...
Oh, no.
Oh, no, Walrus. Don't go crazy.
Uh,
No reason to go crazy here.
so yeah, Krog goes, need wind, Quill?
Get Lucky away from the tornado! And he just raises his arm and continues putting everything into trying to keep this spell going.
All right. I know what my plan is. Do you know what you're going to do with Thistle?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, let's take initiatives then.
Oh, all right.
Ooh.
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh!
Everybody roll initiative.
What is the initiative stat?
It's your intellect plus perception.
It
plus
should be on your-
agility.
There it is, I
Oh,
see
yeah.
it.
We calculated
Got it.
that because
Yeah.
we don't need to be doing
Yeah.
complicated things right here.
Yeah.
We're
I'm
actors.
switching
We
my
are not
dice.
math people, except for
Yeah.
me.
Got an
I'm
8.
math.
I'm Craig.
Uh-oh, how's that die treating you there?
I
Lucky?
switched my dice and I rolled a 2.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Same
goodness
now.
me.
You're gonna learn so much initiative.
So that's a 6 for me.
I got an 8.
That's true. It's not a 1.
I also got an 8.
I got an 11.
Oh. Okay. Let's just make sure nobody rolled any 6s, right?
No 6. I
No.
rolled a 4.
Great. Remember, 6s are banned. So, so we have an 8, 8, 6 total. 11.
Yeah, Krog on 11.
Good freaking lord.
I'm
Yeah.
very fast. Evil Weasel made me very fast.
Evil Weasel did make you very fast. Thank you, Evil Weasel, because now the Dust Devil doesn't go first, which is what it was going to happen with its 9.
Nice.
So, what does Kra do?
Kra, seeing that he's trying to make wind, is thinking of how he can also make wind. He's like,
Yes.
So he's gonna take 2 steps forward and then literally like step his big foot over Lucky, take his hands, and then just do a really big clap in front of himself. And I'm gonna try and push some mana into that because I don't actually have any spells. So forcing mana through myself and clapping is literally one of the only things I can think of doing in this moment. Because I also, as Crom, like, I can't punch wind, and I don't want to throw Lucky really far because it's windy, and I might not be able to catch Lucky right now.
Now do it. That sounds so fun.
So yeah, I step over Lucky, and I just push mana into my hands and through my arms, and just clap as hard as I can while surrounded by Quill's wind. Just trying to further enhance this spell.
Okay. Okay.
Lucky.
It truly is a wind battle.
Okay. So, you bring your. I'll give you the medium bonus, which is a +3, if I remember correctly.
I'll take it.
Yes,
Hell
+3. So, the wind, as you clap your hands forward, how much mana are you pouring into this?
I will give you half of my mana.
How much is that?
Half? No, 12.
Yes, please.
Oh, goodness.
Make
Okay.
it pop, baby.
Okay. You bring your hands together,
And
feeling.
I'll make a martial arts roll too if you want. It's
Oh
up
yeah,
to
you're absolutely gonna have to do that, but I gotta narrate what it does too, you know.
My bad. My bad.
You bring your hands together, forcing the mana into it. You feel it coalescing in your hands as you bring it together. At which point, oh no, Druid locks as well. Thank you, Druid
Making
locks.
it rain!
Making it rain again.
Ah, it's in my eye. Oh, okay. I'm good.
Okay, so you bring it forward. Thank you, Druid locks. That and enjoy the tokens. So you bring it forward. You clap your hands together, and as you feel the magic pulsing in your palms, you feel it actually beginning to somewhat touch the substance of this creature. Whereas normally your punch fists would just go through mostly air. You feel almost a creature of substance there, and as you connect with it, it attempts to rebuff you. Not used to something physically touching it aside from wind, it pushes itself out, attempting to push its way away from you. However, the fact that it is being buffeted by this wind does weaken its attempt. So, let's get your martial arts roll.
No, be mad. Go home.
Is that what you say as you clap its face?
I think I'm just clapping extra wind. I was unaware that there was a creature here, but yes, that is definitely what I say as I clap its face.
Have to dissipate this entity.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
11 plus. Now I feel bad because you used the word clap face, so I was like, now I don't know how good of a roll I want, but it's pretty good. So that's 11 plus 10 is 21.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty
11 plus 10 is 21. Okay, and it's 11 plus 8 is only 19. Is only 18 or 19. Okay, as you bring your hands forward, you clap them together. Are you attempting? What are you literally trying to do? Are you literally just clapping your hands, or are you trying to instill some kind of feeling of "go away, we not want hurt"?
I think he,
I'm trying to blow it away. I was literally trying
You're
to like
literally
add
just
the
trying
magic
to-
by clapping. Yeah, I was just trying to clap.
he's Hulk clapping.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like. I don't understand magic, but there's magic happening around me. I know that there's magic in me, so I'm trying to make Quill's magic
Beautiful.
better.
It's beautiful.
Okay. All right, I'll accept that. So, as you clap your hands together, you feel it shudder a little bit and start to be blown back, twisting in the opposite direction from the way it normally would.
We turn it into an Australian dust devil, just like that.
Yes, it's from the land down under now. Oh goodness. Okay. Roll me, or you guess you don't need to roll me your damage because it's brawl.
But yeah, it's 5. It normally is just 5 damage. That's what I do. I
All
do
right.
5 damage. And then I
Great.
take a defensive posture in front of Lucky, because I think what quick reflexes does or allows me to act again in my initiative, but I'm just using it to be defensive toward Lucky.
Okay, cool. You push your hands together, you feel it begin to disperse. It is now significantly weaker between your force of wind and the force of wind from Quill's magic. However, as it then acts, it attempts to use some of its remaining air power to grab a nearby boulder and chuck it at the person who is currently throwing wind in his face.
Not nice.
Oh,
Not
that's
nice.
a lot of-
What do you do as the boulder begins hurling towards you?
Can I volleyball spike it?
Not you. You're not the
I
one
know, but
throwing wind in his
I'm
face.
I'm in front of him. But it's too
coming
high.
towards- it's coming towards
lobbing.
me?
It's coming
Yeah,
toward you.
Yeah, he's lobbing it.
Okay. Yeah. I've got things to do.
It doesn't sound a lot of confidence there. I can handle this.
It's throwing a straight up boulder at me.
It is throwing a straight up boulder at you.
I guess. Can I? I guess Quill's just going to, as he's bracing his bracer and firing the air and seeing this thing coming, he goes, "Oh my gosh!" And then he's just gonna stop bracing his bracer, so he's just holding it with one arm, and he, with his other arm, is now bringing up his shield and just trying to keep the buffet of air going while getting ready to pretty much get crushed by a boulder, and just see if he can deflect it down and just kind of roll the boulder over instead of just getting beamed out of the way, just like put the trajectory so that it skids off of the shield kind of thing, as such.
All right. I will give you your +1. Give me your block roll.
I will take it. Here we go. Whoop.
And remember, 6s are still banned for another few minutes.
Rolled another 7.
Ooh.
Nice.
So block is strength, so 7 plus my 5 plus my block, which is a 3, bringing me to a 15.
Okay. The boulder hurls towards
60.
you. Oh,
With the plus.
man, I already started narrating the result. You're changing the number on me. You're killing me.
I know.
Or no, I'm killing you. That's never. Okay, the boulder hurls
Yeah.
towards you. You see it. You bring up your. What kind of shield is it?
It's a round shield. It's
You're-
just like a basic round shield.
You bring up your basic round shield into the path of the boulder, and as you do, you knock it. You clip the bottom of it just enough that it sails over your head, past you, and off into the distance.
It's one of those moments when he's like, Nido. As he watches it over his head.
Okay. Next up, I believe we had 2 8s.
Yep,
All
yep.
right.
Yes. Quill's just going to be maintaining his spell. I don't know if you can. I believe because I rolled an 11, so I can maintain it for 11 rounds.
You roll.
Right.
I believe you roll the duration when you cast a spell. So let's get your duration roll. I believe that is separate from your regular.
Yeah, I rolled an 11 on that.
Oh, did you?
Ooh.
Then it lasts for 11 rounds unless something happens.
So I'm not changing my trajectory because I think it's doing something, hopefully. So Quill's just back to bracing his bracer and just like keeping his head on the pivot for boulders, and just turns the thistle and goes, "Come on, little buddy, got a trick or two?"
Yeah, I've got yeah. I say. And then I start to cast some magic. I start whirling my fingers around. And I say, "Angry wind, be bound by my will I thee confound." And then I cast Bewilder on it.
Oh my gosh, more magic. Goodness, what does
Yes.
Bewilder do?
And hurtle some telepathic magic at it. If the target fails a willpower test, they move at half rate and cannot attack.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow, that's why telepathy is illegal in most in the Empire. Ha!
Legal
Wow.
is such a strong word.
And I
don't know.
agree.
Outlaw.
Human
Is that
laws, I don't know.
better? Yes. That is a spell for telepathy, time, and death. All schools that are in fact outlawed. Good thing there's nobody around because you're in the
That's
plains.
right.
So,
That's
give me
right.
your spellcasting roll,
Okay, so I rolled a 6.
which means you re-roll it.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, was that your die roll or your total?
No, that was my die roll, and I wasn't sure what the band number meant.
Yep,
So
that means you re-roll it.
Okay. Okay. So then I have my intelligence and my school for that right?
Mhm.
9, 10, so 13.
Okay, so you got a 13. It will attempt to resist. Oh my gosh, how does a dust devil resist a bewilderment spell? It resists
Hopefully
it.
not
glitter get
well.
inside
It
of
resists it by the fact that it does not have the normal eyes to be charmed or a brain that would be
Yeah.
engaging in normal behaviors. So it will attempt to simply maintain its being a fairly fairly non-sentient
Mellow.
creature and rely on its ability to not think, which isn't really going to help it, but maybe.
Does my incantation get me any immersion points?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
remember to beg.
Ooh,
Yes,
immersion.
I'll give you that +3. That was pretty cool.
Okay, sweet.
Which brings your total to a 16.
16, yes.
Which means
For
I needed an
control.
11 or I needed an 11 or higher. I did not get an 11 or higher. So your bewilderment takes effect. You see the dust devil begin to slow even further, its movements becoming lethargic as it shifts a little bit. Its tornado beginning to rock in place and begin to lose some of its form. All right. Do you have anything else that you want to do on this turn, either of you? Because the rule of this game is not one action. It is what you could reasonably do within 10 seconds.
Ooh.
Well, so here's my question. Am I, how long does the effect?
Oh, how?
Do you
how-
still think
how
it's
long
friendly
does
after
the
it threw a
thing-
Yeah,
boulder?
right. Like,
You saw it hurl a boulder at.
You
Yeah.
did see it
Well,
hurl a
right,
boulder.
and now I'm seeing everybody like do stuff to it. So I imagine by this point, I'm like, oh,
I may have
If it
misread the
wasn't
situation.
unfriendly before, it probably is now.
yeah. Friendly things don't hurl
Mhm.
boulders.
Yep. But before we get
Um,
to you, do either of them have anything that they would like to do
I'm
that
just
they
hopping
could
up and down
reasonably have
excitedly.
done in 10 seconds?
I think the only thing Quill would try to do at this point is close the gap so that his air spell would be like more potent. I guess
Okay.
in theory, maybe, right?
So you brace your arm and you
Yeah.
start stepping forward, sending your energy cannon of wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then to Lucky.
Okay, so Lucky sees everybody doing super cool stuff, casting magic, everything's crazy. And so Lucky's like, yeah, and claps their hands together and is like going like this and like puffs up their chest and starts going towards it, but then like laughs and it's like, that's not gonna do anything. And so instead Lucky just pulls up their crossbow.
I'm gonna try to shoot this thing.
And
Perfect.
fires a shot.
Okay.
I think
Fire
it's
your
Quill-
shot.
I think it's
Uh,
close. Is closing the gap. He's just like focusing on the deer. Like, you're gonna try and what? As the crossbow.
Whoa.
It will. Goodness. It will attempt to make sure that any vital bits of itself are not in the way of that as it swirls through its tornado form. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What'd you
All
get?
right. So, okay. And let's see. What am I adding?
You will add your agility plus your crossbow skill,
Right. Crossbow skill.
or whatever your the relevant skill is for that. I think it's crossbow. Could be or wrong, but maybe not.
Oh. All right. So agility. Okay. So I got 16.
All right. 16. Ooh, who do ties go to? Good question. Me.
And risk the defender.
My name is Lucky.
Your name is Lucky.
You meet you beat.
Ties go to the players.
Ties.
Look at that. The
Yeah!
kind word of the creator has stated that
super
ties go to
God.
the players. We might
It's a
round
dream.
down for everything, but we are kind to you in this instance.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Okay.
All
So you
wonderful.
fire off your crossbow, and plus you didn't get your immersion bonus, which would be at least a +1, which would have brought it out of a tie anyway. So
That's true.
the crossbow bolt fires. It catches into the stream of wind from Quill, which guides it into the swirling of the tornado. As it reaches the tornado itself, it then begins to arc and arc and arc and up and around,
Oh.
hopefully catching multiple bits of
Yeah.
stuff within the tornado. Give me your damage roll.
And I would like to add that as soon as Lucky sees it swirling around, they like drop the crossbow and like pretend to act like everyone else, and they're like, ooh, like wiggling their fingers as if controlling it.
Okay.
That's a 3.
Solid.
Location.
Damage.
Solid.
Does a tornado have locations?
That's a great question, George.
It
Great
has
question.
head tornado, arm tornado, and body tornado. So at least 3 locations.
There's also the little tail, right?
Oh yeah, tail tornado.
Of course.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Okay, then drop me a d12 and let's see what location of
Okay.
the tornado you hit.
That's a 10.
Okay.
I think that's the juicy spot. I think that's how it's
I-
listed. Is the juicy one?
Hitting the juice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think it
Dust
might
juice. Ooh.
Did you hear that?
be. Did I hear
what?
what?
Was that?
What was that?
No, you guys keep going.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Stuff
hang
happening.
on. Freckles has to go check something.
Everything is tender bits. Okay,
The vital funnel.
here we go. I'm just trying to find it. So many things to look through. Books. So many books. Look at... Where? Vital bits.
What was it? Oh, he doesn't have his.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it was fine.
Everything
What was
okay
It was-
there?
Your LARP costuming stuff, you restacked it precariously, so it all tumbled and sounded bad because it had a bunch of armor pieces in it.
I was gonna say the same thing, Evil Weasel. Just the ghosts. It's all right. They're cool. They're groovy.
Don't worry about the ghost.
They don't come down here.
I was just
there
concerned
it
because
is.
it's storming, so I was like, oh my god, what could have happened?
Yep. So with a 10, you hit the core of this creature. And then latest update. Cool. It'll update for non-humanoid creatures.
Oh,
It'll be
cool.
very useful. So that adds 1.5 times damage because it hits the core, the juicy bits, as it was
Board
so
hole
kindly placed.
damage.
4 damage. 4 damage. We're on the board.
4
yeah.
damage. All right, that brings you to a total of 9 damage plus whatever this wind is doing.
Mhm.
And the bewilderment. And goodness, this thing is just non-existent. Okay, how long does your bewilderment last, by the way?
Till its next turn.
Probably 1d12 rounds. Is my
Yes.
guess. Let me
So,
look.
give me that. Did you roll that yet or not yet?
It did not. Sorry.
All right, let's get it.
That's a 5.
Goodness. Hmm.
We're undefeatable.
Okie dokie. Let's get that.
Telepathy's illegal.
Yeah. It remembers that
Human
telepathy is
laws don't
illegal and
matter.
shakes off its effect now. So, top of the order. Mr. Clappy Troll.
Seeing that my clapping isn't making it go away, Kra like scratches his head for a second and looks at everyone else casting their magic because he didn't see what Lucky did because they were underneath of him. So he's
That's
like,
fair.
he's just like, go away, and then tries to grab the wind elemental, slam it down, and then just toss it.
Oh no, he's grabbing air.
Yay.
Okay.
I've still got my magic mana hands, so like it's just my description for my attack. But yeah. So that's 8.
Total 8?
No, 8 plus 10, so 18.
Oh. And it attempts to be wind and not be able to be grabbed and thrown around, and it succeeds in that as it rolled a 12,
Aw.
which explodes into a second roll. Oh wait, have to re-roll the 6. Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, the second one was a 10, so that becomes
Oh.
22 plus I
So-
believe it's 8, which begins into a 30. Which means wait, what was your total? 16.
Yes.
16.
So
So
it's
it does
18, but
not-
it doesn't matter. Way not that number.
No, I was checking to see if it critically succeeds
Oh,
by
no, it's
doubling the
18.
target.
No.
Oh, by a hair, right?
Yeah, by a hair. Wow, it's very
Yeah.
hard to get that on an opposed roll, isn't it?
it makes sense.
Yeah, it
that
does.
we see
Probably
both
a
it
good
does.
thing.
Yep.
Um, but utilizing my quick reflexes when my hands go through it, I say go away, and then I go in for a headbutt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I believe that when a melee attack is dodged or is fails, it ends your combat. I believe that is the one exception to the for the 10 seconds. I can verify.
Well, I have the
that.
skill quick reflexes, which gives me an additional action each initiative round. So
Well,
I don't
there
know
you
if
go
that means I
then.
have 2 initiative. I don't know if that means I should be rolling 2 initiatives.
No, each initiative action would be each time your turn comes up in the initiative. Would be my interpretation of it, at least.
Okay,
They
I'm
will
fine with it
correct
either way
me
because I don't want
if
to be
I
like,
am wrong later.
yeah, I don't want it to be busted. That's not gonna hit anyway, so it's probably irrelevant. Well, that's not true. It is an opposed roll, so that's a total of 13.
Okay, it will attempt to again
Continue being wind.
Continue being wind. And with your, I'll give you a +1 for that. So that brings you a 14. 14, and it rolled an 8 plus.
So it's
So many
fine.
charts, so many things for me to go between. With its combat modifier of 8, it rolls a 16. And it again succeeds in being wind.
Wind hard.
It did it.
Watch out, Claw! It's trying to be wind!
It's doing good.
Okay. And yes, it is confirmed by Pineapple Dragon that if a melee attack is dodged or blocked, that ends your combat actions for that round. However, with your
Interesting.
quick reflexes, I'll say that allows you to get it. Makes sense for it to. Otherwise, it would kind of be interesting.
Unless I was
Yeah.
casting or something. I don't know.
Well, that only applies for melee attacks. So, well, we'll move on.
Yeah,
It's a judgment
whatever.
call for now. So, we then go to it. It will attempt to resist the magic. Your roll, I believe, was an 18 on your casting of it.
Sure.
I'm assuming you don't need to re-roll it every
Check the
time.
minutes.
Or maybe you do.
Ah,
Is it
Probably not. It's
re-rolled
probably
or is
just
it
rolling
against the
against it.
original? That's the question.
opposed per?
He gets to resist it every round. The question is then, does he have to
But he failed it
roll-
last round and he didn't have any penalties last round, right? So he would have the penalties this round. no
Yeah,
matter what,
yeah,
it'd
it'll be
next
for him
round.
trying to shake it off at the end of this round.
Yeah.
It was an 18, yes.
Perfect. With that 18, he does not succeed. With his 11 plus 5, it's basically impossible for him to succeed that unless he gets a 12.
Yeah.
So
It's real
he
good.
attempts to shake it off, however, continues being a bewildered tornado in the middle of the plains. So,
Being alive in a tornado has got to be a weird experience. I don't blame him.
Where's your sentience now?
Confounded.
all right. Who would like to go between the two people who act on 8? I'll let you choose which order you act.
Um,
Do you have an 8 as well, Lucky?
yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
they
all
have
3
eight.
of you have 8?
Yes, all of them.
Yeah,
have
that's
eight.
why before I was like, oh, so
Oh my
I
goodness.
thought you got a 6.
Yeah,
I'm
I thought you got a
sorry.
6 too.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
Why don't we just do like the quickest goes first?
Who is the
if
highest
nobody wants
initiative
to?
base?
sure.
Yeah.
Who has the highest initiative base?
I have a 6.
You got it, baby.
I have a
Vegas?
4.
This will do your thing.
All right. I'm going to cast some more magic at it.
right.
Stupid breeze, why don't you freeze? Then I cast some ice shards, and the water starts to coalesce and become jagged icicles, like black icicles with little white glints that hurl themselves towards the stirring, angry wind.
Okay. Wow. This is it is not a stranger to ice, being that it is a creature of wind, so it will attempt to do what it would normally do and simply redirect them around itself, hopefully dislodging this arrow which is currently tearing through its body.
Yeah, that's right.
And for your incantation, I'll give you that +3.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 15 then.
Cajole.
Oh! Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, goodness me!
What?
What does that mean?
What's happening?
What does that mean?
Multi-class, multi-class, multi-class. Each one of you can pick up an immediate level in another class that you do not
a
have.
level?
Yes.
You got a level?
Yes.
What?
Chaos. I told you.
Oh my
Holy
God.
When it is
Can we
not
do
your
that after
turn.
this thing? Can we do this after this thing explodes? That way,
it is-
thematically, there's like.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
thematically
true.
at the end you'll gain it, but when it is not your turn, you can do the research to figure out which class you would like to pick up.
Oh my God. Amazing.
However, you cannot take another level in your same class. That is the restriction.
Sure.
Oh boy.
So this was now. Go ahead. We're going to continue in this because in my mind, there's already a reason for it. Where it's like, okay, this was clearly some sort of horrible magical entity filled with knowledge and arcane secrets, and we were like, wind, 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 dumb, 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 bullets. Absolutely disrespecting this ancient defender of the
Hell yeah.
plains.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
My purpose is simple.
Okay.
No one's ever blown wind in the opposite direction.
Wind beats wind.
Total identity
That's
crisis.
just classic.
All right. So, what is your roll?
That was a 15 total.
15 total. He does not get a 15. He gets a 10. So,
Oh, so it does 1d6 water damage then, I suppose.
it does how much?
1d6 water damage?
Ooh. Okay, roll it.
The 3.
All right, 3 damage. Noted. All right, who's up next? Next initiative in your order here.
I guess I'm gonna try and cast more magic.
Go ahead. Yeah.
That's what we're here to do, unless you got something lucky. In which case, take the ball.
No, you go ahead because I'm torn between two actions. So give me a sec.
So here's a weird question. Can I cast more control wind? Can I just double down?
What are you doing?
I will allow you to utilize, rather than casting it again, I will let you make the roll again as a way of bolstering the wind to push it forward and try to do another burst of wind to maybe get a new effect.
No, your first roll is so good, man.
Yeah, it was. I got an 11.
I know.
But this is a bolstering. So
Yes.
the
No, it's
previous
gonna
is
make
what
it
it is.
worse.
If I can, you know what? It's what I would do.
Also,
The
Druid locks,
character-
yes, multi-million-dollar reports are probably important.
But you can keep
Probably.
fanboying.
Sounds fake. Do you, Dreadlocks? Sounds
Honestly,
fake.
makes me stronger. So please. Okay. Yeah. So he's Quill's just gonna keep making his way forward, and he's gonna raise the bracer up to sort of pull, I guess, the sort of horseshoe formation of the air away from where Lucky is, as not to like bring it down on them while he's
Appreciate it.
repositioning.
Mhm.
So as he's getting closer up to where I guess the gang is, I guess we're all
Yeah, I
sort
was
of
gonna say,
like
we're all pretty
we're all sort of
localized.
Power Rangering right in front of this thing, just like blasting our lasers and stuff. So yeah, so now getting up to the crew now, he'll just sort of and try and like pretty much bring down a torrent of wind. I'm assuming that from where he's casting via his bracer, that's like sort of what's sending out this like torrent of breeze.
All right.
That's kind of what I'm assuming. But
Sounds good. I'll give you that +3.
oh, please. Got a 10. I got a 10, so that is a 22.
Oh. Yes. That's quite a number. Okay. It rolled a 9 for a 14. So, congratulations! You bolster the wind. You drive that new torrent of wind down against this tornado. You see it buckle slightly, almost beginning to fray and burst apart at its seams, but not quite yet. Lucky, what do you do?
I watch all of this unfold, and I am Lucky's getting hyped up. Yeah, here we go. So Lucky kind of like is like psyching themselves up a little bit and looks up at Craw, since Craw is like right there.
I look down and say, "Don't punch."
No punching, watch this.
And Lucky takes the grappling hook off their back and puts their dagger in the other hand.
Mhm.
And looks at Craw and just goes, all right, hero time! And points the grappling hook at the center of this dust devil and fires it in the hopes that Lucky's gonna go and hitch a little ride so that they can get into the mix and just like stab at where the arrow landed.
Okay, so this is a stab roll, but it's an insanely convoluted +5
Yeah.
stab roll.
Yeah, oh, I'm giving you that +5. Absolutely.
If I may, as Quill sees this happening, he's just got to take a few steps to the side to get behind Lucky and just allow the torrent to sort of give a little extra oomph.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Give me
So
your roll.
okay. So I'm doing my agility with this. Oops.
Yep.
That was the
Agility, small
wrong
blades,
thing.
I believe. You said it was dagger, right?
Oh yeah, because I'm right.
And suddenly the battle became a rodeo.
Yeah.
That's how they were invented.
Exactly. The best ones do.
Right. Okay, so I got an 11 total.
An 11 total.
Which
Okay.
I don't love.
Use your lucky.
Is that including your
So,
+5?
Lucky, I believe,
that's
only works on
not-
a failed roll, right?
yeah, it only works on like a regular failure. So
Oh,
yeah, right.
'cause-
That's actually a 16.
Because it rolled a 1.
Oh,
So
Wow.
Hey! I
let's see if it critically fails.
was gonna say that
Oh,
sounds
no.
like that's on the verge of being a
Please.
crit success.
Please.
Gets one and draws lucky into its core.
I'm the dust devil now.
Yeah, because he.
I am the keeper of desert knowledge.
The
Eric Osho.
Eric Osho.
Hey, thank you. Welcome, the Eric O Show. I hope you're enjoying this bit of chaos while I look up what I needs to do here for this. Sorry, try to find charts. Charts are always hard to find for me.
Love
Sure
them
are.
chats.
I do.
Give me the roll. I'm already there.
Wimp womp.
It's,
Okay.
it's 163 though.
163, thank you! You can have a token which cannot be used right now. Can only be used to mess with Evil Weasel.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're coming for you, Evil Weasel.
Unforeseen consequences of minor inconvenience for the Dust Devil. So,
There's a
for,
goblin inside of
example,
That
it
seems pretty-
trips and falls while sneaking. So, here's what happens. Here's what happens. You dive into the tornado. You, grab your arrow and use that as leverage to then dive around
Shank
with bits
this
of it.
tornado.
It begins rumbling, tipping, falling apart, and then it hits a rock on the floor. Its
Uh-oh.
little tornado tail hits it, and it topples forward, and as it hits the ground, it bursts apart. And a little
Yay.
goblin rolls out and does an awesome landing, I assume.
And the whole
if you
time I'm
choose
like,
to.
wee!
And yes, Druid Locks, you would use one of those commands with the RP Gotcha, and then good, bad, or chaos, and then a number.
Nice.
You could also go and copy it from one of those.
Lucky! You are so cool.
You are
Everyone-
outrageously lucky.
That was
As he like chunk, chunk, and the rods retract back into his bracer.
I put like my dagger back and I look all proud, but I'm just like, I can't do it in magics like you do, so that's pretty cool.
Seem like magic me. Oh, good magic. And I start wrapping up Lucky's rope again because I assume that she's not going to wrap it back.
No.
They're not going to wrap it back.
No.
Well,
It's too much work.
Okay. So, with the battle concluded, you each get your multi-class thanks to
Oh yeah,
Rose and
our minds are
Jersey.
flooded with forbidden desert knowledge.
Yes, apparently. So what classes did each of you choose?
I don't know, George. We just got a new class. Which one did we choose?
Wait, right now I
Wait.
have a headache, and I'll decide later.
Okay,
I was gonna just be
fair
like,
enough.
Oh,
Do we get
Paladin?
like how many skill points do we get in the class skills, in the new class
Oh,
skills?
you get nothing from. Well, actually,
They become class skills, I guess, but like
they
that doesn't
become
mean
class
anything.
skills, and normally, in order to take a multi-class, you would need to have those class skills at 3. So, since that is not happening, since this is a magical infusion of power, I will say that you can take one of the class skills from that list up to 3 immediately, and then you cannot gain a second level in that class until you have brought the remainder up to 3.
I'm gonna be wizard. I'm gonna take wizard.
So what am I doing, George? What am I doing here?
You're picking another class.
Okay. Just pick
I
a
mean,
class.
we don't have to right now.
You don't have to
Yeah.
right now. No, that's fine. Because at this moment, thanks to Druid Locks, there's an unexpected arrival.
What?
What? What?
Which
Another
means-
dust devil.
No, this is from the good stuff. This is from the good stuff. So,
Oh.
what happens now is a person from one of your pasts shows up here. So,
Attack 4.
who would like to volunteer? Or actually, Druid Locks, would you like to choose who
There you
has
go.
somebody from their past show up?
I don't got anybody.
No.
I mean, you get to invent somebody if he chooses you. He will roll it. Ah, yes, he's
Roll,
all
roll,
about the
roll,
random.
Roll.
It could be
My man.
one of Quill's misanthropic family
Yes,
members,
please.
I think
That
he
would
has
be so
one that's
awful.
That's not a
okay.
mercy. That's not a mercy.
or my crazy dad.
It was all right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow. It's probably
But
the
it's a
wild
good
hunt
one.
must happen to be.
I mean, well, it's up to
Riding
you
on
whether
it.
what it is. So you get to choose.
Yeah, sure. The wild hunt is on its way to whatever their enigmatic goal is this time.
Thanks for the
And
follow.
we happen to be crossing their path.
Yes, thank you for the follow, Sun Sprite. Hope you're enjoying this.
Sun Sprite.
Ooh.
Perfect name. So, the Wild Hunt. Is it led by your father?
It's led by the leadership changes, and its figures remain a mystery to those not a part of the hunt. But
Okay.
So no.
they pursue some enigmatic and ever-shifting objective with relentless tenacity.
Okay. Perfect. So, as the Dust Devil falls, you feel the new knowledge flooding into your brain in a very unexpected manner. And then you see something on the horizon approaching you. What looks like a number of small creatures, maybe 1 to 2 feet in size, flying toward your group.
I rolled a 2 for fortitude, so I throw up because I'm dizzy because of the new knowledge in my brain.
Oh, goodness. You and Druid Locks with your random rolls. Peas in a pod there.
Feel like
That's that we should that's not good. That looks like the hunt, and we should probably not be in its way.
well, can't you just like sort of mention again like you kind of did for me?
Well, I don't know why that worked last time, but
you don't know how it worked last time.
I don't know why it worked last time.
Maybe we hunted the thing they were looking for.
They must not have been after you. You must have just been in its way. But I don't know what they're after. But we should probably not be in its cross path.
Okay. Where do we go? Looks around for cover. What are we just in a desert?
No, you're in a plane. You're nearing the...
So still nothing to hide
Still-
behind.
it's
Still,
It's
there
just not
was a
dry.
boulder which was hurled at you.
Oh, everybody behind the boulder.
A single boulder.
Will.
Okay.
Scurry onto Craw's shoulders. I also give Craw a little pat on the head because I see that he just threw up.
I say,
Aw.
you're right, buddy.
Pictures in my head make me dizzy.
Yeah, that happens when you think too much,
No, I say as I crawl into as I try and get behind this boulder, and I'm like, and eventually I just kind of pick it up and lay down under it because also I have that I'm very bad at sneaking. I have a -4 to sneaking, so I eventually just put the boulder on top of me, and I'm just
Nice.
laying there.
Okay. So, Give me, before you go all the way away from there, give me your, we'll go with, discern rolls.
Oh, yay.
Or
Oddly, I'm wildly
That's
perceptive.
perception.
Yes. So that's 3 plus
It's a 9.
19.
7.
12.
Okay.
Nice.
Lucky and Kra, you both succeed in this check, so you can mark off 1 success for discern.
Yeah.
And as you notice, where the dust devil fell, there is what looks to be almost a perfectly spherical stone. However, the stone itself has this blue etching into it, which is slowly fading to a dull color.
Lucky. Fast Pebble? You?
What?
we don't want them to find us. Everybody, stay quiet.
What are you
Just so
saying?
we're clear, the boulder is only on this part of my torso. Like my head is sticking out and my legs are just down on the ground. And I give you like the okay sign because I am good at discerning, so I know this is a ridiculous practice. Lucky, get marble.
What?
I pick Lucky up and bring them like this far from my face, and I go, Lucky, marble, get it! And I just toss you over to the marble.
Damn it! No! What are you
Quiet! Shh, they're gonna hear you.
doing, Craw? They're gonna get us.
Oh no.
These
What do you...
these are good at hunt. They hunt
They
all time.
hunting things. Yes.
This is what they do. They
Red
hunt.
Thistle, right?
They hunt all
They just kind of wander.
day, all days.
Yes. They hunt. That's what they do.
I get out from under the boulder. Then they're stupid. They know where I am. They hunt.
Don't know what they're hunting, but if we're in the way, I don't know.
We don't want them to hunt us. They're on a
I-
target. We don't want them to come to
I go,
us.
ugh, and I roll the boulder back on me, and I sit back down, and they just get under the
Perfect,
boulder.
They might
It's
just
gonna
leave
work
us
out
alone if they're
perfectly.
not after something that we have. I don't. Yeah.
Maybe they want marble.
Okay,
I'm gonna
wait,
leave.
what did you
Alright.
throw me at?
What's
I threw you at the marble that we both saw, the round.
He threw you back
spherical
towards where
object
the
that
dust devil
said
just like
George
his
Justice
Right. Okay, I
So,
did,
If I can pause here for a moment, Evil
yeah.
Weasel, you have redeemed that. You've earned that gold prize, a new power. You can utilize that during another combat. So save it in your back.
Yes.
Remember-
Wait, what does the new power mean?
Oh, you'll find out when it
Oh
happens.
God! Oh Jesus!
Okay, so seeing this thing now, I mean, especially Lucky seeing this thing is like,
Yeah,
oh.
you're like 2 feet from it, man.
And I pick it up and I'm like looking at it.
Okay. He calls it a marble, but it probably looks like a marble to him. But for you, it fits roughly within your hand, a little bigger than
It's
the
like a
palm of your
baseball.
hand.
Okay.
Nice.
I put it like really close to my face and I'm like, what are you? And I like wait for an answer. I'm like staring.
Do you channel any magic into it?
Yeah.
Okay. How many points of magic would you like to channel into this
Uh,
object?
I have a base of 8. So, oh wait, magic points.
Yes, your magic points. Your base
16.
is your recovery rate.
Right.
Wow.
So I will channel, let's say 4.
Channel 4 points into it. As you do, you feel almost a humming begin to happen from within it. And you see those lines of blue which had faded begin slowly to reignite slightly.
I like scamper back over with it and I show it to Thistle and Quill.
I will take stealth rolls unless you are not attempting to avoid this hunt that
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm stealthy, so hang on.
I
yeah.
assist Lucky by taking actually I assist everybody since I'm just there with this boulder on me, but I'm taking dirt and I'm just like putting it on them.
Don't put the dirt on me. I'm behind the rock. I'm behind the rock.
3.
I'm behind the rock.
I start to shovel dirt
Um,
over
Okay, so
Kraw's like
5.
feet.
I give you a thumbs up from the other side of the boulder.
Okay. Oh wait, that's not a D12.
It's sitting. The burb is sitting.
God damn
Oh
it.
yeah. The animals
There
did
we go.
nothing during that fight because you were fighting wind.
Also, yeah, my bird. I try not to get involved. When it gets involved, it's hard to get it out.
So I got an 11.
Okay.
Right? Because I rolled and then I added my hang on.
Hmm?
I want to make sure I get it right. I added my stealth skill
Mhm.
and also my +3 from stealthy
Mm-hmm.
or sneaky.
And your
and
agility.
your
agility.
and your agility.
And my agility, so
Yes.
a 19.
Mhm.
19. Okay.
As much
That's beautiful.
crap as Craw is giving you guys about this, I actually do have stealth as a skill because I felt like I had to take it because I have the minuses to it. And I did still manage to get, even with my donk minuses, I did get a 13. So I
Yeah.
guess with being buried and just kind of being like shuffling myself into the ground a little.
Okay. Are the other two rolling stealth or no?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's get some stealths from you.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, I got a 12. Plus 7 is 19.
Ooh.
Oh, you rolled a 12?
Uh-huh.
Roll
they
again and add.
explode. 22 plus 7 is 29.
Good gosh.
Wow.
Dang.
I got a 10.
I'm beginning to wonder if you were abandoned or if you just hid away and then nobody would ever find you.
Okay, wait, what did you get, Craig?
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Okay. Ties go to the players. As the wild hunt sails forward, reaches the Dust Devil, you see a number of fairies, roughly 6 of them, circling over this fallen Dust Devil. As they do, one lands, looks around, doesn't seem to see what it's looking for, stops and attempts to pierce whatever veil of secrecy might be hiding. However, it fails. The others land, and they begin to converse amongst themselves in quiet, hushed tones.
I quietly to Thistle and Quill, I'm like, what is this?
It's the wild hunt.
No, this, you idiot!
I'm
And
gonna I pull your hood over your face just very, very slowly, just all the way down. I'm just like
Okay.
Also, you
I
can
stopped
all check off a point for your stealth, except for you, Thistle, because you got the critical success, which means you get 2.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Boy,
La la.
we're learning so much.
Wow.
While Craw pulls the hood over Lucky's head, Quill will sort of like do a couple of invocations in the air, and sort of glyphs will start appearing, like just subtly in the air in like a lit like white light, and he will attempt to cast Identify on the orb.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, let's get your spellcasting roll.
You got it. Here we go. Spellcasting. So that is I rolled a 5 plus my 5 intellect plus 3 for my divine magic. And maybe that was an adequate descriptor for like some garbage bennies,
I'll
maybe?
give you a +3, sure.
Hey, plus 3!
So what's your total?
So 5, 10, 13, 16.
Okay, and this is a what level? What order spell?
First order.
Okay, first order spell. That means you succeed as the target number is 12. Identify. What does Identify do?
Identify.
Because
does
believe
the
it or not, I
following.
have not memorized this entire book. And
Oh, George.
It
how
gives you
dare.
a bonus to identify. Is that
Caster
right?
concentrates on item's pattern, hoping item will reveal more info about its nature. I get to add 1d6 to rolls to learn about the object, and it lasts for 1d12 rounds.
okay. So then it is time for you to attempt to learn about this object.
Dope. And it lasts for 11 rounds. I don't know if that's necessary, but I'll spend 11 rounds just rolling dice on this bad boy, baby.
You know my
I don't know
rule,
if
you can retry when circumstances change.
Okay. I'll probably. Don't worry, I got that covered.
I'm sure you do.
So how do we discover? Is this research? Is this?
It would be research
relic
if you
items?
had. It would be research if you had time to actually locate information and study based on the library or other research abilities.
Okay,
I would
okay.
say
What would you like
that
me to throw
you
at this
can-
bad boy?
you can use if you're trying to look for detecting a magical effect on it. This would be detect magic. If you're attempting to deter or discern, perception discern, that works too. Pick up on
Perception
small
discern.
details. You could also do appraise if you're trying to get the value of it.
I'll just I'll do discern.
Okay.
I don't got any of that stuff anyway, so here we go.
Well, they're all perception based, and you get that plus 1d6 anyway.
Yeah.
And technically, that's 3 different things for you to roll.
3 different things. Great gooly moogly. So I rolled a 4 for my d12. I rolled a 5 for my d6. Bring me to a 9 with a 4 for my perception. Bring me to a 13.
Okay, and you were using discern to attempt to pick up on small details of it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, you see that as the light began to reemerge, as you're near it, you can feel that wind is beginning to swell slightly around it. It's a
Lucky,
very, very faint moving of the breeze, but you are able to pick up on it.
Lucky, did you do anything to this? It feels like it's charged.
I just said, what are you?
And then did you push mana in?
Oh yeah.
And then I put some of them magics in it, just a little bit.
Okay.
Then I nod and I put my head back down and close my eyes. Like,
Oopsie, I forgot.
Okay. We'll talk after they pass. And he's just gonna like stay low and wait for the wild hunt to hopefully amp Gray.
Okay.
Probably following like he's looking towards Thistle to pretty much read Thistle's cues.
Wild hunt. Their conversation eventually draws to a close. One of them touches the ground again, and you see what looks like similar magics to what you've seen your friend Thistle doing appear around it. Before it then looks up toward the mountains somewhere and takes off in a direction, followed soon by the remainder of the hunt. Heading in the direction you intend to go.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, here's a question for you, Game Master. How many were in the wild hunt that we saw? Like, what kind of numbers are we talking here?
6.
6?
Okay.
Okay. So 6 fairies.
All right, so Druidlocks, you have gained a roll with advantage. So at any point, you can tell somebody that they get advantage, which means they will get to re-roll whatever die they are using. You get to choose when this is used. You can use it for good, as you seem to have wanted to, or you could use it for bad. We'll see what happens. It is. The power is yours.
The
Wow.
power is yours.
Oh,
The mercy counter,
Thank you.
it increases your odds of getting the higher level prizes.
oh, cool.
Mm.
Look at this. It's like George
Dang.
worked on this or something.
Yes, it's like I worked on this so much.
So after seeing the wild hunt sort of like head into the mountainside, Quill will start talking more casually.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
Yeah.
Your family.
Oh man. Well, just with one of them. I don't think I'm failing with all of them.
I mean, if
Whoa.
this was sweating bullets on that, I'm not taking any chances there.
But
I don't
now
think
they go up.
Yeah, they're kind of going the way we want to go, right?
They go up.
Well,
So,
they also sort of
Is-
looked like they were looking for points to the ball.
Yeah, what is it? What is it? What is that thing?
Well,
it's so shiny. Look at it.
I
And
think it,
Made weird pictures go in my brain.
I think it generates air. I mean, looked like it was within the dust devil. My guess would be the more magic put into it, the more powerful the result of sort of air magic.
Does it summon dust devils?
Possibly. I don't know for certain, but I know it resonates when you focus energy into it.
Could we ride a dust devil?
Well,
I put my
Yeah.
hands over. I put my hand just over your hands. I'm not trying to take it from you.
yeah,
But I
that's
look
fine.
at you very seriously and I say, cliffs high, wind dangerous, careful, Lucky. And then I just take my hands off of your hands.
I don't like heights.
it might be worth
What?
testing while we have time before we're in a situation when it would be more dangerous, but we could do that when we make camp next and keep making our way towards Craw's home.
Yeah, we go now. Yes?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess as long as we keep a careful eye out for the wild hunt, it does look like they're going in our direction. Is that right?
Yes. Better to confront on ground. They can fly, and we would not fly. We would fall. We keeping Boulder.
Oh, what? No.
Oh, okay. And I pat the boulder and just start walking.
Okay, and you all start heading back in the direction of the peaks.
Did you guys get weird pictures
Pictures? What are you talking about, Craw?
when the wind exploded? The pictures.
No.
Okay. And now Craw just looks worried.
Lucky just kind of has like a more of a bounce in their step and just says,
I feel better after all that. After that fight, I feel like I could do more. But I think I'm just excited.
Well, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot for us to sort of figure out. Did anybody else feel weird after that? Like,
Yeah.
like different? I feel
Oh.
different.
Craw just like looks at them and is like, ugh. It's just
Druid Locks is coming in with those good
my
redemptions.
gosh.
He now has the ability to at any point erase all of your wounds.
wow.
I'll need that when I fall off the cliff.
I was just like, when we fall off the cliff, it's gonna be really useful.
Save that one. That's going to be a good one.
That's amazing.
Please.
Yeah, like something like some kind of like key, like unlocked a whole door in my head.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We'll have to noodle with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I feel like I understand this thing better now. This thing. It's like
Oh, good,
like-
good, Lucky. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
I could
Wow,
play
that
it the
sounds
whole
way
way.
better than it used to.
Oh, you
you
don't
want me
have
to
to
play it the whole way.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
way. That doesn't seem really needed. or-
I teach troll song.
Oh, good.
Troll song.
Maybe while you practice that, you pass that ball over to Thistle and me, and maybe we can figure out exactly what it does.
Ego.
And I do so. Even though it looks like it pains me to hand it over, I listen.
And as we travel, unless Thistle has other theories, probably just going to try and do like 5 magic point increment increases into it to see how it like responds. You know, like do like a boost of 5, watch it. A boost of 10, watch it.
Into the orb.
Yeah, like as we're traveling and like, you know, we hit camp and we're like sort of bunkering down, you know, like
Yeah.
safe distance from our camp, set the orb, have some like sort of like everybody's eyes are ready and take turns kind of like
Do we? Mhm.
jolting it kind
Of
thing.
course.
Unless you have other ideas. That's my
Do we
that's my
see a,
version.
a glyph appear that lights up as he channels mana into it?
So, what happens? By the time you reach your camp, the light that had been emitting from it dims to non-existence. When you reach the camp and begin pouring the energy into it, you said it's in increments of 5, right? So it'll be 5, then 10, then 15 total. You're not like increasing it like the next time you're going to pour 10 in, are you?
It's like putting 5 into it, observing, and then seeing if it dissipates. Because during travel, the light disappeared.
Yeah.
So I'm aware that the magic is dispersing.
It took a while for it to disperse.
Right. So while we're at camp, we're eating and stuff, like put 5 into it, observe it, let an hour pass, however long. And if the magic dissipates, then put 10 in.
Okay.
Wait, and if it's time to pass out, we do that. But
Great. So you put the first 5 in and you see it return to about the same level as when you had first observed it from Lucky. After about an hour, it has dimmed slightly, but is not completely faded.
Bump it up a little more.
All right,
10.
bump it up a little more. The air begins to become a more powerful effect that those nearby can actually begin to start feeling.
Ooh, that's a cool breeze.
Useful in desert. Good.
So it's just a glow. There's no glyphs appearing on it.
It is just a glow right now.
Okay, got it.
Okay. A little more.
Yeah.
No. All right. We'll pump another 5 into it, like immediately following, like after we've observed that the wind is starting to pick up.
Okay.
I have a book on water magic, and I have my shaman kit, which lets me more readily access research to nature magic. So I'm gonna start by rifling through my water magic book and see if there's any glyphs that might, or spells or glyphs that might match if I start to see a glyph. What's happening?
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
So as you pour that last, you said 15 on the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, as you pour 15 into it, the wind, it picks up. It begins to coalesce into a tornado-like form. As the glyphs begin to appear above on the surface.
It does summon dust devils.
Okay. Is it a good guy? Hey, Dust Devil.
I don't know. What are you doing? Are you gonna drop it? You gonna hold on to it?
I mean, I'm definitely not like, bah! I'm not just throwing it away. I'm sort of like, Dust Devil heal.
Dust Devil heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's in character. I'm just like,
How's your charisma?
It's a 3.
Cool. You can
Nice,
give me a
nice,
persuade
respectable.
roll.
What am I doing?
Persuade.
Cool. Yeah. Sure.
Wind puppy.
Hey, he needed a pet too, right?
That's
That's
true.
right.
He was the only one
ride
without
that.
one.
I rolled a 6. Are 6s still banned?
6s are not banned any longer.
Okay, so that's a 9. Do I get any bonus points for being in the moment?
Yes, absolutely. I'll give you the +5.
Hey! Okay.
You do a 14,
Whoa.
yes?
So, yeah, 14.
And ties go to the players. Wow, that is saving you a lot. I'm going to have to make that one of the bad things. Ties
I
no
love
longer
it.
go to players.
I love it. Rupture team, I always knew you had a good head on your shoulders. I knew it.
Okay. So, you said heal?
Yeah, I said heal.
All right, the tornado begins to form. It begins towering up. When you were far away from it, it was hard to tell how big it was. I mean, you had your 7-foot-tall guy next to it, and he was still smaller than it. It then grows,
Almost 8.
and then bends in half and sits on the ground with a little tornado tail going up, down, and then back up.
Aww.
Oh, okay. Go like 20 feet that way. Pointed away from our camp.
Okay, give me your
Uh-oh.
persuasion roll.
Oh no, this is an ongoing.
Perfect.
Okay. That's a 1.
Oh.
So it comes towards you. Probably.
No, it doesn't matter. We'll find out. Roll it. Let's see if this is a bad failure or not.
And now, so I roll another d12.
Yep.
Mhm.
You want to roll dice? This is what happens.
Oh, wait, Druid Locks.
Certainly do.
Uh,
Oh!
Oh, he's using
Druid
a
Locks
reroll
using my
for him.
reroll!
Well, actually, you are the creator of the game, so I guess you would be the ultimate decision of this. Can this reroll be used to reroll a critical failure, which could normally
Critical
not be
failure.
rerolled?
Yeah, normally can't be rerolls.
Oh.
I would say that this could trump it, because this is, big time reward for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, unless you object, I'll allow it to go through. And seeing as how you tried to use it, I'm going to say you probably don't object.
That does make
Please
sense.
save me.
Go for it. Okay.
This is a token.
Nice.
Perfect.
Nice.
You get to do it.
Ah!
Do it.
Oh, thank you.
Reroll.
Thank ya.
That's a 6. So plus 3 is a 9. Do I get that fat plus 5?
Okay, that plus. What did you say? You said go over there.
go 20 feet
But he
over
did
there.
point. But he did
He
point.
did point, so I'll give him the +1.
Yeah.
So that's a fat 10.
Luckily, its resistance is lowered because of it already having succumbed to your persuasion once, and it moves over there. Did you specify a distance?
I
Said 20 feet.
20
Did
feet.
20
feet.
20 feet
Okay,
away
great.
from
It moves 20 feet in that direction.
Maybe
Okay.
stop playing with that further.
See, it was welcoming this whole time. It just needed a little love.
I think it needed a control point.
Bet likes you, Quill.
Yeah, I guess it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, what are you naming it?
I'm gonna call it Stormy Daniels.
Oh my God! Come on.
What?
You're the worst.
What's wrong with that name? That's a great name, Stormy Daniels. Look, just because I have a last name doesn't mean. Okay, look, that's not the point. The point is,
I can mute other people.
I like it all. Okay, I think it's an emergency card though.
Ooh.
I don't.
Okay. Pineapple
Yes.
Dragon has just earned the reward. Everyone gets a prize. So, when you choose to, Pineapple, you can activate that. And every single person involved in the scene, be it PC, NPC, enemy, gets a random item. Which they will, of course, be capable of using. You get to
my.
choose when it will activate.
Okay. That's awesome.
And you can, of course, save it to another stream if you're looking for a combat, and there ends up being none the rest of this day. So,
But we're gonna punch
remember
someone
this.
that isn't made of wind.
Are you still channeling mana into it? Like, what happens if you stop that? Will it go away, or is it like just here now?
Well, I think that's probably the next check, right? I don't think I'm gonna anymore because it brought him in. So why don't we see if Stormy Daniels hangs out over there or in a safe distance from us, or just stays forever.
Wow.
All right,
Oh.
time for bed.
Yeah, you go to sleep.
Good night. Don't mind the breeze. Tucks in.
I'm guessing we have like a regular watch order established by this point.
Yeah, we've been together for 11 months, right?
Right, yeah.
Well, I will say that unfortunately, this is where Lucky falls short a little bit because Lucky is easily tired.
So is Thistle, funnily
Oh,
enough.
really?
Yeah.
Yes, Thistle with the easily tired and the healing, what is it, the wound modifier of 0? Healing rate of 0? Which,
Yeah. Mhm.
I can let you know now that the minimum healing rate is 1.
Oh, I do. Okay, that's a little less ridiculous.
Nice.
I'm not okay.
Yes, that was clarified to me after the thing, but I figured it would be better to tell you that on stream to get
That's
the
great.
reaction.
Oh, God.
I mean, I was ready to ride it like it was stolen, but I'll take it. Absolutely.
Okay, so you all go to bed, tucking your respective pets in for the evening.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right?
I'm not tucking that thing in. That thing will stay 20 feet away from me.
How dare you?
All right. It stays 20 feet away from you. No judging,
Stormy.
learning the concept of 20 feet from its new connection to you.
And I'm changing its name to Stormy Michael.
There
Wait,
you
did you
go.
actually not know what that was?
I didn't know where that came from. That was just my brain. That was just my brain.
Wow. Wow. That
Oh.
was
I didn't know
amazing.
I named it. Okay. Hey, we're having a good time here. We're having a good time.
That's all that matters. So you settle in for the night's sleep. What would you like to be your watch order?
First, before we go to sleep, I always cast Environmental Commune to like see what I can ascertain about what's in the area if we don't know it well.
Okay. Cast your environmental commune.
Let's see, 9 plus 6, 15 plus nature 6, 21.
21. Oh, I mean, yeah, the target number is 12 for a first order spell. So you
Uh-huh.
almost got your critical success,
Oh.
but not quite. So what does it do exactly?
Oh, so I rolled a d6, so I have a 6-mile radius awareness of, I can ascertain knowledge about the terrain around us.
Wow. Okay. The terrain around you is pretty unhostile. It's an average plain. There's not much activity going on here. It is likely that Dust Devil, which existed here and is now part of your group somehow, probably chased away much of the local wildlife that would have been otherwise living here. So there is
Alright.
very little activity in this area yet.
Okay, cool. All right.
And how long does that last? Oh, duration instant. Got it. So it's an immediate learning of things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So just plains, no geological points of interest.
Oh. Fair enough. Okay, so roughly 2 miles toward the mountains, but not in the direction that you're going, slightly off to the side, you feel a bit of loose earth. It's not loose earth as in just a bit of loose dirt, but as in earth that might have been put there to cover something.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. I go over and whisper to Lucky.
Hey, Lucky. Psst.
Yeah.
I think I sensed like a hidden treasure or something. Where? It's over that way.
It's gonna be a grave again.
Shh. You can't hear us. You can't. I'm whispering.
Yeah, shut up.
I look down at you two who are like probably nestled like in like the like windbreaker of my body, and I'm like, sorry. And I just go back to sleep.
But it's a couple miles away.
Should we go look?
But it could be really cool.
Let's go look.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm impulsive, so I will absolutely.
Yeah, oh yeah. And I'm just like so on board.
Said 20 miles.
2, no,
No,
less than
oh
2.
my
He said
Two.
20. I was like,
2.
Jesus Christ.
Oh goodness. Druid locks.
They were never seen again.
Druid locks.
Yeah,
Oh,
Druid locks.
thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Commit and go.
Amazing.
Okay.
So I'm super down for that.
Yes.
I'll follow Thistle.
Yeah, I have the impulsive disadvantage, so I'm absolutely
That is
easily
So which one of you was on first watch?
convinced.
I'd presume
Uh.
Thistle, because Thistle has a ritual that he usually
Oh,
does.
yeah, that
Oh,
makes
sure,
sense.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Hmm. So Thistle wakes up Lucky and leaves the other two asleep and then goes off into the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
Excellent.
Lucky's just down to clown at all times. So obviously, like, yeah.
All right, so Thistle and Lucky make their way 2 miles off into the darkness, away from their sleeping companions.
What could go wrong?
I'm good with this. I can't wait to see what the chat says.
Okay,
Tiniest people.
so I will. Let's get luck rolls from the two that are currently asleep, please.
I've never been happier.
I
for not
literally
being on
heard
this.
them.
I've never been happier.
Yeah, but you went back to sleep. You said.
Nah.
And then from those of you who are heading toward this patch, I will take discern rolls.
Okay. Oh, that's a D20. No. Perception.
It's a 10 plus 5, 15.
Not great.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 10.
Okay. And how did the luck rolls do? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yay!
How did these luck rolls go?
How do luck rolls really go?
I know how
So-
mine go, but I'd love to hear how theirs.
I wanted to know how yours went. I was much more interested in how yours was going.
Okay, go at the same time. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I got a 1.
Oh.
Oh, I got to roll a luck roll?
Yes.
Involved in this?
Yes.
I thought I was sleeping.
Doofus.
Yeah, I know that you're
I thought I was watching their car crash.
No,
not
no,
mine.
you have your own
Nope.
car.
We have our own car crash because the people we're supposed to be watching us left. us.
Oh right, they left us asleep alone. Right.
There might be treasure.
Oh right, greed. I forgot. So my luck was I actually rolled a big fat honkin' 11,
Ooh.
+2 for 13, -4 because I'm unlucky, so a 9.
Beautiful.
How about that for an
Nice.
emotional roller coaster ride?
Okay.
That's good.
All right. So, let's find out if yours is a critical failure there.
I like what kind of critical failure it is. You mean? It is a critical failure. The
What'd
question
you
is
roll?
what kind of critical failure is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 4 on the 6 chart, so I feel like
What does that mean?
Effect
I
that
don't
makes
understand
the
that either.
task harder to complete.
so I'm like snoring. I don't know what bad is happening to us, so
That's
maybe
correct.
like
So when
I'm
you
sleeping in like
eventually,
a weird position, so I'm like snoring loudly.
when you eventually have to make your discern rolls in your sleep, it will not only be harder because you are asleep, it will also be harder because of that critical failure.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
And how are your discern rolls, the two people who are
Got a
going off
15.
into the night?
Yeah, I got a 10.
15 and a 10. Okay, with 15, you get a success. You approach the area of darkness. Well, I guess everything's dark because it's night. You approach the area of loose earth. As you reach it, you can find that indeed there is a section that appears to have been dug out and then replaced and replanted with grass above it, which has not yet completely taken enough root to seal the earth.
Right here, see?
All right.
And I'm literally just gonna like hunch over it and like, dog style, just like start digging.
I mimic her. Or them.
Yes.
Okay. So for digging, I'm gonna say that's. I'm assuming there's an athletics in here. Athletics,
Oh,
strength.
God.
Perfect. I'll take that strength athletics roll from you two.
God, yeah.
This is the gift that keeps on giving.
Meanwhile, I'll take
Oh.
just a D12 roll from one of the two sleepy fellas.
That's true. I do have
sure.
a dog.
Do you want the roll or shall I roll?
You go. It's just a regular. You can have it.
Okay, here comes.
It's all
the
you, buddy.
regular. Here it comes. Got a 2.
You got a 2. Excellent.
These dice are much better.
Okay. I will take discern rolls from you two now.
You got it.
Hmm.
Discern is perception. I got a 12.
I got a base 12, so does that still explode?
Yep.
Then I
Which
go.
is good because of your massive disadvantages right now.
Yep. I don't think the second roll is going to have that much of an effect on it, though.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Would this factor into being potentially startled, surprised?
Yes.
Well, I get a +4 on this then. 'cause
Excellent.
I got the cool advantage. So
All right.
You're so cool.
I'm so cool, even when I sleep. I'm so cool.
Did you really make another
Hey.
character where you have to ask me every single time if this is an ambush?
Every time.
I mean, I didn't mean to do it, but yes. So that's a 16 for my discern.
Okay.
I got a 16 plus 5 plus 2 is so 16 plus 5
21,
plus 2.
23.
23 minus whatever my minuses are.
Well, it just made it a difficult task instead of an average task.
Ah.
The difficulty of a difficult task is 24. And the
Ooh.
difficulty of an average task, which is what Craig had, is an 18.
Oh God! How is this?
Wait.
Ugh.
With the newfound knowledge that's in my brain, I actually took earth magics. So as I'm trying to discern, I can literally feel things kind of happening around me, which is why I threw up, because my equilibrium and everything is so incredibly thrown off.
Ooh, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm kind of just sensing things in this whole new light. And so I don't know if that helps with the discerning, because I don't know what's happening, but if it does, I would like some pluses, please.
I
He's
will
got a
let
point,
you
you know.
make an earth magic roll. You're looking, and if you succeed at it, I will give you that +1, which will give you the tie.
Magic. I chose magic to be like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't want to break it, and I'm not very good at magic. Just so everyone's aware, the dumb troll is not good at magic. Okay, that's a 9 plus 3 plus 2.
That's a success. That pushes you to a 24 as you hear heavy footfalls in your deep sleep, rousing you awake. Meanwhile, we cut back to the small folk.
Oops.
I'm gonna wake up, but wait, I look down and I see 2 bags of flour with faces drawn on them, and I'm like, ooh.
Exactly. That is exactly what he did.
Okay.
So chat made a good point. We both have animal companions. Can they
Mhm.
help us
Right.
dig?
Yeah, absolutely, if you order them to dig.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
Okay. Then give me... Just drop a d12 and I'll give it the appropriate modifier.
Okay.
Thanks, pineapple dragon.
Ooh, I got an 11 on my d12.
Ooh.
Oh, goodness.
I got an 8.
Okay. With that, they both begin digging. They are making, I assume, far better progress than either of you did.
Yes.
Okay. They start digging into the earth. Once they get past the top layer with the grass, it becomes much easier and you're able to actually contribute a little. I will take discern magic rolls from either of you who would like to make it.
Boy.
That's probably just a straight up perception roll for me, because I don't actually have that skill yet.
But this is a good step toward it. Get that critical failure.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. So this is just a perception roll. Okay.
Okay. While they're rolling that, we'll cut back to the sleepy boys.
Ooh.
What's yeah, I get up, and when I see that there's 2 bags of flour, I like kind of glare, and then I just reach my leg over and I like nudge Quill and just kind of start looking around.
Okay. As you start looking around, you can see a shape in the darkness. A rather large shape. Well, maybe not too large to you.
I'm laying down, so everything's probably.
Everything's probably large, but it looks like something that you could possibly ride.
That's not good.
No. No, it's not.
Oopsie.
I will slowly, like without like quite rising all the way, because I don't want to startle it or make it think that I'm making any sudden movements. Where is it positioned between Quill and Craw?
It is positioned, we'll say, it's positioned between both of you and then at an outer angle from the center of your campsite.
All right, so then yeah, instead of completely like getting up, I just kind of like pivot so that way I'm on my like hands, and I just get my feet ready to like lunge up. So I'm trying not to alert it to the fact that I have been alerted to it.
Okay. As you do so, you see its head lower toward the ground.
That doesn't make me feel good.
Meanwhile,
No, I actually I'm trying to tell you to be like quiet and stuff like that, but I'm using like troll hand gestures, which mean nothing to you.
also it's like dark, right? We have light.
Yes.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, what's that in the dark? And I slowly reach for my shield.
And as you reach for your shield, we cut back to the diggers. What were your discern magic rolls?
So I am observant. Do I get my +4 to perception on this?
What is the advantage state?
It says +4 to perception.
Then yes.
Okay, so in that case, I got a 16. 12 plus 4 is 16, yes.
Okay. As you are digging through this earth, you begin to feel a magical energy rising from the ground below you. Does discern let you learn anything about it? What does it exactly let you do? Okay.
Do you mean detect magic when you say discern?
Yeah. Detect magic. Yeah, that's what I
Uh-huh.
mean. Yes. So it lets you detect an active magical effect in the area, but not necessarily what it is. So you do feel some kind of magical energy rising from below you.
Ooh, there's magic, Lucky. There's magic here.
Oh, keep going.
Okay. You keep going, or rather, your animals keep going, and you help
Yeah.
move rocks out of the way or something. And
Yeah.
eventually, they hit something. Something that, at first glance, appears to be rock. However, as you get a closer look at it, as more dirt gets shifted away, you see that it is, in fact, a skull. You can tell that this is, in fact, what is radiating this energy.
I warned you it was a grave.
It's a magic skull.
Ugh.
As the puppy keeps digging, now excited at the prospect of bones, it begins unearthing more and more of these enchanted remains.
More skulls or just more of the
It's
body?
like a whole
Oh,
skeleton?
You see multiple skulls and other bits of bodies.
And are they all magical or just the one
They
skull?
are all.
They're all magical, Lucky.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I can make a bone broth out of these.
Oh my wow.
Do we take them back?
Pineapple Dragon, does it look like we need help in that direction?
Yeah.
Yes,
Does it mean
always.
more chaos?
Yes. Best soup ever.
Absolutely.
Do I have I guess we probably have a sack or something, right?
Yeah, you can have a sack. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
Um,
like
Yeah, it is putting them in the sack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are trying
Sacks
to
of
dismember
bones.
them, pull them away from other bones, and put them in the sack?
dismember. Are there still tendons and stuff?
No, but they seem arranged in the almost proper order.
Oh.
Grave Robin, you get caught up in love.
Okay.
Grave
Are they-
Robin.
Are they human shaped? Like how big are they?
Some of them are human shaped. As the dog keeps digging and the cat as well, there is one that is larger and elongated.
Well, that's a weird one.
What do you think that is?
Hmm. I don't know. A Gadook?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put it in the sack.
Oh, goodness me. Okay, you continue your grave robbing. All right, back to the camp.
Uh,
What do you do?
I'm waiting for this thing to make a move.
It has made a move. It lowered its head.
And Quill at this point is reaching for his shield and going to his bag to pull out a lantern and light it.
Okay. You light your lantern. And you shed the light into the dark.
I mean, first he's like looking at where Craw is, and he's like, "What is that?" And then
I
he sees it's Craw. He's
Okay, a light shines on you, Cry, immediately removing your dark vision.
yeah,
You're-
I'm like, "Ugh," and I actually at that point I take the opportunity to stand up.
"Oh, Craw, why did you say it was you?"
I immediately I'm like, I go like this. I say danger
What?
behind, and I move past you.
And I turn to my back, looking into for whatever he's referencing to, trying to.
Okay, and
Find
your
whatever's out there.
beam pierces the night to reveal the oddly nocturnal bison
Whoa!
standing
Oh.
there, happily munching on grass until the light shines in its face.
Oh! Hello, little
At which
guy.
point its gaze turns toward you.
Oh,
Little
bison
guy.
are super mean.
Yeah, bison are not small.
Mm-hmm.
Hey! We're okay here. And he
Oh.
kind of starts to lower his lantern and sort of easy does it, big fella. Easy does it. I don't have a trick for this. So he just instinctually pulls the the crank on his bracer, and it triggers again in air. And I'm gonna just cast a spell real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Leap.
Okay. Cast your leap. Meanwhile, we'll go back to the diggers. You have succeeded in collecting many bones. You have filled your sack with
Nice.
bones.
Wow, we're rich.
Ah!
We gotta go show the others.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna be so jealous.
Okay.
Yes.
So Pineapple Dragon has activated their give everybody a gift. Everybody gets an item.
The
Everybody
bison
gets
gets a
a random item. Okay.
And the bison can use the item.
And the bison
Yeah.
can use the item. So I need every one of you to roll a d12, please.
Ooh.
How exotic.
Dang it.
7.
6.
Hang on. We're going through one at a time here.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Who would like to go first?
I will. 7.
7. All right. Roll me another d12, please.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Wow.
8.
Okay. Roll me another d12, please.
Okay. 5.
Okay. Oh, no. Okay. As you begin casting your spell, working on it, working your magics, something else flits out of the darkness. And a parrot lands on your shoulder.
Oh.
You now have a pet. Congratulations.
Oh, hello, little fellow.
Who would like to go next?
I did because I blurted out. I got
Okay.
a 6.
You got a 6. All right. Roll me a d12.
A 10.
All right. With a 10, roll me. Yeah. Roll me another d12, please.
That's rolling. That's a 5.
Okay. Interesting. So, as you are digging in the ground, you find just to your side what looks like a set of ring mail. It is perfectly sized, because remember, you can use whatever it is that you find. It is perfectly sized and reweighted for a pixie.
That's so cool.
As
Oh
you
my
touch it, it
gosh.
also appears to be woven with leaves of some kind.
Ooh.
That's so fancy.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I can even lift it.
And as far as what kind of parrot it was, Evil Weasel, I will absolutely take your recommendation because I don't know what types of parrots are.
It's true. Evil Weasel is
Macaw,
the master of birds.
cockatiel.
said- Leaf ringmail? Is that what you said?
It is chill leaf lined ringmail
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
with the strength requirement somehow reduced to your level.
I'm gonna Google that.
Oh my god.
Hawk
The
fed
bless the
parrot.
fairy queen.
Which means
They're
you-
so cool.
Which means you get a +3 to Constitution rolls to resist heat while you're wearing it.
That's freaking rad.
Wow.
We are breaking this game over our knees
Oh, shit.
with these random effects. That's fine. That's the fun of it. Who's next?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. All right, with a 5, roll me a d12.
Mm-hmm. That's a 2.
All right. Unfortunately, you are not quite as lucky as
Oh no.
that. You do find another suit of armor. However, it is just a suit of hide armor.
Boring.
Yep. One of these.
Who
One of
knew
the
grave
things that you
robbing
were
wouldn't
wearing.
pan out perfectly every time?
All right. And Kra.
I got a 6.
All right. Roll me a d12.
12.
And roll me another another d12.
11.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no? Oh no.
Okay. You find a suit. What's with all the armor? Why did you all roll armor?
I can roll again. I
Nope,
don't like.
nope.
I'll
Hey,
do it
I got a
again.
parrot.
Nope, it's all good. You roll a suit of half-plate armor,
Holy cow!
which has backup armor within it. Padded under armor, which
Ooh.
if your armor breaks, you then have padded armor underneath until that breaks.
My God.
This is crazy.
Like
Yeah.
where? Like, did I trip over it looking at the bison? Like, you got like hit me with something. Do you want me to
as
tell you how I found
As
it?
you are attempting, I guess, to right yourself after being blinded, you put your hand down and you feel a loose patch of earth to your side. With your new earth powers, you dig slightly and
Earth
you
powers.
find that
There you go.
armor underneath, just slightly buried. Wonder why it was buried.
Mysterious.
You get that finger away from your face, sir.
And then we roll for the bison. Let's see. What
I
does
don't
the
think it's a
bison
Vorpal
get?
sword.
Please, bison armor.
Vorpal sword.
Oh.
Vorpal sword.
Bison barding, that would be amazing.
Oh gosh.
The bison gets a parrot.
Uh-oh.
Bison gets a war dog.
Oh my God.
Okay. As you look at the bison, you can see something strange about it. You can see that embedded on its forehead is an orb of some kind.
Ooh.
And as it looks toward you, you can see that it is flashing with energy, which is beginning to focus on it.
Oh,
Magical freaking bison.
Yes, which then shoots out a beam of... Oh god.
I'm not even gonna roll for initiative
Oh,
because
it's
I
a
would not have,
magic
I wouldn't
orb.
have seen
It's
this
a magic
coming.
orb, and it shoots
I
out a
love it.
beam of pure life energy, which
Oh my
strikes a patch of grass nearby, bringing it to further life, which it then goes over and begins to munch on.
Oh, we need this bison.
Oh my god.
I need to draw it. Oh my
The
God.
life bison.
The life bison.
You have the life bison. At which point, then, you notice something strange.
Oh no.
Something is
What?
Now,
Don't
now,
say it.
now something strange.
Not them! Oh no. The two of you in the hole with all the bodies. You notice items on them, which were not there before.
Oh.
Almost as if they are
No.
growing from the bones. And that is where we will be rolling initiative next time. So, I hope you all enjoyed this introductory
my
session to the Rupture RPG. Of course, the skeletons got gifts.
Oh jeez.
Oh yes, everything NPC, enemy, or whatever in the scene.
Did not expect that.
You guys are going to be fighting randomly item equipped skeletons.
That is
Could go
correct.
wrong.
Nah, we're
It'll
gonna
be fine.
we
got
gonna
it.
book it.
So what they actually did is they unleashed magically equipped magical skeletons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So,
Oops.
I'm off to accomplish great deeds. I think I'm off to a good start, right?
Yeah.
I hope that you all enjoyed playing this. I hope that you, chat, enjoyed watching this. This is a lot of fun for me. I enjoy this kind of narrative system where I can go a little crazy. I know
So
we're
good.
definitely straying from what this system probably does with some of this random stuff, but hey, that's the fun of it, right? So, thanks for coming out, folks. Thank you all for participating, my players. Noob Mama, Sir Winter Knight, Dr. Mr. Freckles, and Do and Die Gaming. If you can, folks, go ahead and give them a follow. Their links should be showing up there in the chat momentarily. They all have, well,
Wow.
I think 3 of the 4 of them do
Most
stuff.
of everybody has.
Yeah, Dr. Mr. Freckles.
It'll
Played
be there eventually.
Phasmophobia a few
Subscribe, and then
months ago.
eventually it'll happen. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Give them a follow and you'll know when they start doing stuff. So, thank you all for coming out. I hope you all enjoyed this. Does anybody have anything that they'd like to plug at this moment before I do all the plugging?
Definitely check out Rupture RPG when it comes out. I feel like that's pretty.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
stealing
they're-
my plug.
Now it's my plug.
Blow this Kickstarter up.
Yes, blow it up. It will be launching in September 6th, if I am remembering that correctly. I can't remember if it was confirmed, if I'm remembering that correctly.
You
But
said 6th.
September 6th. So be sure that you check out their website. Sign up for their email list and know when that Kickstarter goes live. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're interested in testing it yourself, you can also sign up to be a playtester there.
Super fun, guys. Super
September
fun.
6th
So
is correct. You'll also find on that page some of the other plays of this game, as well as tutorials that I have been putting together over on YouTube, if you're interested in checking out a little more about the character creation and this system itself. So go ahead, check them out. Check out that webpage, and be sure that you are watching out for this game, because it's going to be a doozy. You're going to enjoy it. I think we're enjoying it, and I
You
can't
think?
imagine
It's so
anybody
cool.
else wouldn't.
I love it.
Yeah.
All
super
right.
rad.
Also,
Anybody else plugging?
yeah. Anybody else plugging?
I just want to jump on the like Rupture fan train that's happening. I have to say, like, I'm like dumb. So what I like about Rupture is that it's very user friendly. Because sometimes, you go into systems and you're just like, oh, like it's just so overwhelming and there's so much to learn. And it's just like, I love how streamlined and like intuitive Rupture is. So I mean, I think
But
that's
somehow
great.
it's got a lot of depth to it too.
It
I don't know
does,
how they
yeah.
managed to like.
I feel like the depth is up to
Read
you
that
with the
needle.
creativity, which is nice.
It's true.
That's just
Yeah.
it. I have never seen such a combination of crunch and narrative thematics. The character creation has so much meat to its mechanical building, and
It's
yet
so
it
cool.
still keeps this simplicity in play, which is great.
Mm.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Also, I believe that the creators are going to be starting to stream their own game over on Twitch. Do you guys know what account you're going to be doing that in?
Mm.
If so, drop that link in the chat
Yeah.
so that people can go. Okay, not yet.
Not
That's
yet.
fine.
TBD.
So join.
To be
You know what?
decided.
I'm going to go ahead and drop the Discord there. If you join our Discord, the RPG Blender Fans Discord, I will make sure that I put out an announcement once they are decide where they're going to be doing it. So if you're interested in checking out their stream when it goes live, join our Discord and you'll be able to be notified when it happens. Oh gosh, and Evil Weasel has more tokens.
Oh God.
Wonderful.
No.
So,
At some point, it's gonna rain, and it's gonna
Yeah,
rain
right.
hell on Earth.
Mhm.
so does anybody have anything else to plug?
No,
Just the
nothing.
usual schedule
nothing,
stuff.
nothing too crazy. At some
Yeah.
point soon, the VR project that I'm a part of, Alien Rescue, which is
Oh, nice.
an interactive story experience. When you go, you can either be the main character in a VR narrative story and interact with live characters on a mission, or you are sidekicks to that main character to go along the ride as well. To give an ability for those who want to be like in depth in the driver's seat of a story game, or sort of ride in a VR experience, is on the verge of coming to life soon.
Right.
I know that the showrunner is still working on it. It's a project I'm a part of and play a couple of roles in as well. So if anybody out there are VR enthusiasts or interested in seeing some interesting bleeding edge VR performing interactive experiences,
Sounds cool.
yeah, look for Meta Movie Alien Rescue. It's pretty cool.
All right.
Nice.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you're in my Discord or not, Do and Die, but if you are, when that goes live, go ahead and drop that down so people can be sure to follow it.
Hell yeah.
All right. Anybody else have anything? Any last final moments, words, quotes about Rupture that they can use for clips?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody summarized it pretty well. But just to jump on the old love bandwagon, this system is easy for anyone from experienced to new tabletoppers to pop into, while at the same time giving a complexity both in execution of what they have brought forward for a rule system, but also allowing creativity to give an extra twist to it. I mean, case in point, control winds, which can create a strong breeze, actually ended up having some sort of factor in dealing with the Dust Devil. Really, really, how invested you as a player get into the system is how much you can make from it. And I think that can lead to huge things in the tabletop experience.
Yeah. That's definitely true. And as a DM running it, there is a certain level of freedom that comes with this to create these weird interactions. It's such an open-ended system that you can really do with it whatever you'd like. There are lots of variations that you could do to create your own kind of setting here. Yes, we are playing mostly, except for the Life Bison, in the standard Terralian setting, but you can really tweak these rules to do whatever you want, which is fantastic. So, anybody have any other last words?
Sorry, yeah. I just want to re-give kudos to the immersion bonus, which really encourages the players to like up our game with narrative and depth of story beyond just I do this, roll my dice, but how am I doing it? What are the what's the story and the image behind what I'm doing, and really sort of amps up the creativity.
Absolutely, and just to go off of what Winter Knight said, I think that that's also a really big thing when you're. It's a thing that's really great to get new people into it, and it's something that I think everyone can enjoy. But I think that even with the character creation and the narrative building, it draws you in a way that I think as an experienced person, you kind of almost crave, like something that's going to draw you a little bit further into a world. Because I think that as you play these different systems and as you played characters and you're trying to find ways not to play the exact same character the exact same way over and over again after hundreds of characters, that Rupture kind of gives you that unique way of doing that, that you are this much more fleshed out character and you're fleshing out the world so well as it's happening.
Yeah. I can't say it any better.
All right, I queued out because I saw someone mention a Life Bison plushie, and I'm sort of like, that sounds amazing.
Yes, it does. So that needs to become. So that needs to be some kind of stretch goal or something for this Kickstarter.
Life Bison.
The Life Bison. Life Bison plushie.
Life magic orb on its forehead. I love it. Maybe it lights up, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
It's like the next gen glowworm.
Oh, the glowworm. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you all again for joining in this game. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And thank you, viewers, for coming in and checking that. And thank you to those people who cheered. Druidlocks, Eric Osho, and Druidlocks again, and Walrus Eye. Thank you so much for that. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, and I hope you're going to put those tokens to good use, the ones that you have left. And it looks like I was going to have us raid GM Hina, but it looks like they're just taking a break right now. Don't know if they're done. So, does anybody else have somebody that we would like to raid? Otherwise, we can. Well, they're coming back in 5 minutes, so let's. So we can.
Yeah, that's a surprise for them to come back to.
Or we can just talk for. We can talk about this system more for 5 minutes, right?
Hell yeah!
Definitely.
Well, I mean,
I
something
wanna-
we can obviously talk about is what cross classes are you guys thinking of?
Oh yeah, yes. What did you choose?
I chose Wizard. No, I actually chose Druid.
Ooh, nice.
I went for Bard.
I mean, lines up perfectly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just took Earth Magic because you only get the 3 in it. So it's like, okay.
I don't know. I'm thinking of cleric.
That'd be good.
And I'm thinking of maybe bounty hunter.
Ooh.
Gotta say, Bounty Hunter's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That seems pretty rad, yeah.
But I don't know.
So, when you multi-class, what happens is normally you would have to. Oh, hey Naveen! Thank you for the cheer.
Yay, Naveen!
And also, Naveen, you can enjoy a token or two once I find you.
No, please. Not Naveen.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
Naveen, the only one equal to Weasel.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, yes. When you multi-class, you have a minimum that you need to meet on the class skills. So as I mentioned, you can take one of those class skills and up it to 3.
Okay.
Thank you, Rose. Oh my gosh. Coming all in here. So yes, you can pick one of them and take it to 3. And then in order to then up it later, in order to up it later, you'll have to get the other class skills up to 3. And don't worry, Naveen, I gave you your tokens. You got them.
Does this count as a level or just another, like, how does this count exactly?
This will count as a level, so you will also get some increases to your statistics to go along with it.
Okay.
We'll cover that in between the sessions.
Got
yeah.
it.
The other thing is that normally when you are, when you're multiclassing, you don't really gain much until you hit level 3 because you get class skills, but you already have to have them at 3, which is what you would get them at. And then you get your first power at level 3. So something that I had mentioned to Druid Locks at one point was the idea that having that multiclassing would allow you to mix and match between the statistics. Now, this won't necessarily matter for you right now, because you probably built your characters during character creation for the stats that you were using in your main class. But if you choose to, you could change your mana base to be calculated off of a combination of the statistics between your multiple classes.
Oh boy.
So if you decide to go off in a different direction, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
I know, I'm adding so much more complexity. We were talking about that.
I literally was like, I'll do nature magic, and then I saw I had leap, and I was like, and I've made the right choice.
No! No! This is the one time you didn't really make a jumpy boy.
It is. And then I was given and now I'm gonna have a cool team up move where I can throw goblin, and with my quick reflexes I can leap into the air and then just have like a goblin missile just like straight down into the earth.
So into it.
Oh god. And now so are you gonna jump into the air with the goblin, throw it down into the tornado, which is then going to help build up speed, and then rocket out toward whatever the thing is?
I feel like that has such... I mean, I would do it if I was told to as Craw, but I feel like Craw is oddly the voice of reason, having no voice, where I'm like, no, please stop.
Is that the first time that's ever happened?
Yeah, it seems to be the straight man in the party.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a change from the way you usually are.
Yeah, seriously.
That's true. I mean, I feel like I used all of my chaos in the Christmas special, so it's nice. I gotta calm down.
He's all chaosed out.
Yeah, all right, Benji. Which, if you don't get that reference, check out our Rippers play, which will be going up starting on Monday. Next week, we'll have the Rippers character creation and then the beginning of an adventure, which will go into a Patreon campaign, which will be running over there, which Jared is joining in. So it's good to have him there.
Super fun. He is playing the opposite of the character he has in it.
Yes. Yes. And that was the first time that I've actually roleplayed with him, so I had no idea what it was gonna be like. And this is night and day. Very impressive. I'm thrilled to have you on board.
Super psyched.
Okay. Looks like their countdown has just ended.
Yay!
Hopefully they don't come back
Act
soon.
like we were struggling for
No, not really. Like we are all... Oh, and look at that. People are still chatting, which is letting them earn those extra rewards.
Get them
Those tokens. Oh, yes, those tokens. So, if you have a reward that you have not yet redeemed, yes, you can redeem it on future streams. You do not need to also save it for necessarily a Rupture stream. You can redeem it on any RPG stream. So, keep them in mind if the other things should happen in the future. Like our upcoming soon, hopefully maybe, game with the viewers, which we unfortunately needed to reschedule from last week. But I know that a few people in this game right now have been hoarding things to get some possible revenge on the players who have been doing stuff.
Not
to them.
revenge. Let's just say I have an alignment chart and I know exactly what all of your alignments are as far as our games go.
Yeah.
It will be enacted in COD.
Got a big board with string and tags
right.
and tag names.
Oh, no. See, Evil Weasel, that's actually the thing, is that you are actually the chaotic neutral god of the chat, is because what you do is you almost have the most sinister, because the thing is like Naveen, for example, she is almost completely neutral, the good and the bad, like with slightly like outweighed bad when it's funny to her.
Yeah.
However, Evil Weasel, what you do is you push us up with good until we absolutely don't need bad, and then you ball your fist down and crash into the ground.
Like a storm of 1,000
We know what
waves.
you've done.
Yep. We remember. We all remember. All right.
Yes.
So, thanks for coming out, folks. I hope you had a good time. We're going to go ahead and trigger that raid to GM Hina. If I do it right, I did it right. Yes.
Yay!
I
All
know
right.
what you're about Torchwitch, so we'll see.
What?
We'll see.
Oh, I think I know where
Oh,
she's
boy.
gonna go.
A name
Alright.
like Torchwitch.
Yeah. So thank you for coming out. I hope you had a great time. Anyway, thank you again, and remember, there's gaming outside the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, you did it.
Oh my god.
GM Hina.